Man. Yo. What's up, world? What up, Fight Fam? It's your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV coming at you with some news you can use. And y'all already know what it is. It's fight week. It's fight week. Lies only fight week. And I wanted to talk more in depth on the fight at hand coming up this week. You know what I'm saying? I got my boy Rough House with me today. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this thing cracked. Like what's going on, Rough House?
Chilling, man. What's good with you, bro? Hey, once again, appreciate you having me on. And you know what I'm saying? It's always a good time rocking with the homie Stay Ready.
Already. What's up with it, CB Sports TV? What's up, Big Money? Man, CB, I need your email address, bro. I ain't got your email address either. Hey, send it to me if you can, man.
Yeah, man. Get the homie CB on.
I know that's my boy, Corberell Sports TV. If y'all haven't and y'all listening in the chat, man, go check out my boy, Corberell Sports, CB Sports TV. He one of the LDBC brothers, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you a link, CB. I'm gonna get you because I ain't never had you on the channel, man. Hold on, get you in this thing. DJ always salute my brother. I appreciate you for coming through. I appreciate World Breaker for sending you in this thing. All right, I sent it, CB. But yeah, man. So we got this week coming up with the Charlo brothers fighting Saturday. I know we talked some on it yesterday, but we really talk more about Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, and Big Baby Miller and everything they got going. But I really want to get more into detail on this Charlo. You know, we got matter of fact, we talked more on Jamal yesterday. We really didn't even get into Jamel. So what's your takes on this on Jamel and Tony Harrison coming up?
Uh, hold on. I thought I was muted. It's gonna be a good fight for as long as it lasts, man. I'll be honest. I think the fight with Jamal is gonna be a tougher fight than the Tony Harrison fight with Jamel. Um, I think Jamel is too big of a puncher. He's quite a bit more athletic than Tony is, and I think that the combination of speed and power is just gonna be too much for that boy Tony.
And I honestly believe the same thing. Plus, you know, we can't forget Tony Harrison will gas out. He will
Yes, he
gas out
will.
about round five or round six, man.
Yeah, yeah. He got that 1 liter gas tank.
Yeah, I don't see what I don't know what battle rifle be seeing. Battle rifle. I know you listening. I don't know what you seeing, but we gonna get this bet on, man. We gonna get this bet on, cause
He,
any
you
way
think he?
possible, you see Tony. Any way possible, he see Tony Harrison beating Jamal Charlo. I mean Jamel Charlo. I just don't see it. I can't see it. I just don't.
But the way you said him gassing in 5 and 6, 5 or 6, I said it's probably gonna go anywhere from 5 to 7 max is what I said.
I don't think it go that long. Do you think Tony Harrison is a better boxer than John Jackson?
Uh, a slightly less better boxer. So just a notch below.
Just a notch below. So
Yeah,
he might give him some trouble in the early rounds, but his
yeah,
stamina gonna start giving out.
yeah.
But
And that's the thing. In the early rounds, Harrison is going he gonna rely strictly on footwork and movement, and he's gonna try to stay away from that big punch, especially man that left hook. Good lord, man, if he stays away from that left hook to the body, he'll be safe for the first. couple rounds. And like we said, until that electric smart car gas tank runs out.
Yeah, but as soon as he step in and he catch one of those that that straight right, I think that might stun him a little bit. Cause
Yeah.
dude, he ain't got no chin.
No. And it was funny, man. I was looking at some of Jamel's old fights last night, man, and I never noticed, but there's actually been three people, and he's the only person that's ever done it in boxing. Three people that he put down with a jab. I thought that was crazy. I remember him putting J Rock down with the jab, but he put two other people down with a jab too.
Who's Maul?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. he got the best jab in the business. The best jab. I I don't see nobody. I don't see Korobov beating him, but I think it'll be a better matchup than I think it's a better matchup than Willie Monroe. To be honest with you,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's it's a way better matchup.
Willie Monroe didn't have any pop, man. Not to be as defined and chiseled as he was, but now we find out where all that definition and that chisel come from.
Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting this weekend on these fights. So
Yeah, man.
we talked about them, but as far as uh, let's switch real quick because we do
Okay.
got other fights this weekend, and I know we're not gonna talk about them as much, but let's talk about Carl Frampton and
What's
Warman,
good,
Josh
fellas? Can
Warman.
y'all hear me?
What's going on, CB Sports TV? Carl Burrell, what's going on?
What's good,
What's
family? How
good?
y'all doing, man? What's good? What's good, Rough House?
What's going on with you, big bro?
Oh man, just trying to get back to a little bit of normalcy, man. Just on the grind. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's up. Hey,
finna get, finna get
before we
back to
kick
dropping
it,
these.
I was gonna say before we jump back into this boxing, man. How's the family doing?
They holding up, saying everybody, coming together, linking up, What we should have been did. It should have took my cousin, for that to happen to my cousin, what I'm saying, for this to happen. But there's a
Right.
silver lining up out of it, so I guess, but we, what I'm saying, what I'm saying, we're gonna make it through, what I'm saying. It's just tough.
That's
yeah,
what's up. It's gonna be greater later.
yeah,
She had a
for
beautiful,
real.
she had a beautiful service. You know what I'm saying? I want to just thank everybody that went to that GoFundMe and donated. She had a beautiful funeral. So, and, wasn't nothing crazy. So, I mean, hey, no complaints, none at all.
Yeah. Man, my condolences again, my brother.
I,
Matter of fact, while we on it, I do wanna send my condolences out to our brother Ack Reacher. You know, he lost his uncle this morning, and
oh, you know that.
yeah, I want to send my condolences out to him.
Yeah, sending
Yeah, I got to
condolences
reach out to the
to your
brother.
boy Act and his family.
Yeah, Ack has lost a lot of people in a short period of time.
You know,
Yeah,
man, that shit suck, man. So I already know. So, condolences to the brother Ack Reacher. You know what I'm saying? That right there, you know what I'm saying, man. That's gut wrenching.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, stay
Nah.
ready.
Yeah, what's going on?
I was gonna say, man, not to divert too far, but somewhere down the line, man, if you could, uh, hip everybody, man, to what's going on with Adonis Stevens, man, somewhere down the
Oh
line.
yeah, man. We could talk. We could actually talk about it now, man. It was first reported by Blue Blood Sports, one of the one of the brothers of the LVBC, that Adonis Stevenson has woke from his coma, but he is still paralyzed on his right side. He has no movement on his right side. But man, my condolences goes out to that brother as well. We wish him for a speedy recovery. Man, I really hate it for him, and I've heard about stories of what this guy has done and stuff like that. I heard he was pimping and all that, but to be honest with you, man, that's really irrelevant. This man is fighting for his life right now.
That's all.
Exactly. And people only can focus on like, oh, what he did in the past. I mean, that's disgusting, man. It don't
Yeah,
matter. I mean, when served the time he came out, became a professional boxer and a world champion and all that, but he still has a family his damn self. So when people
yeah,
doing that, man, they trifle. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, and
yeah,
but speedy recovery and prayers. You know what I'm saying? To Adonis Stevenson, and I hope he gets better. My condolences to Act Reacher, and this is right here, y'all. This is my little beautiful little cousin. You know,
Oh man, she was young too. She's pretty.
Yeah,
she's 25.
beautiful, man.
You know,
Sorry to hear that.
That's
so
tragic.
I had my little baby ride with me. You know what I'm saying? I held her. You know what I'm saying? I held her. You know what I'm saying? When she was 3 days old. You know what I'm saying? I saw her grow up to be a young woman. You know,
Yeah.
it's my little baby. So you know, it just
Yeah.
I try to
Oh,
make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not even easy right now. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna keep doing what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
letting
bro.
everybody know that you know, I'm gonna get back on this grind. You know what I'm saying? Of making these boxing videos. I'm gonna get right back on Eddie Hearn's cabbage. You
Yeah.
know, cutting up,
He,
and getting on ass juice. Getting right on ass juice ass, and I'm gonna get on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm finna cover these Charlo brothers. I'm finna start making some videos. I got some videos about the Charlo brothers this week. I'm gonna start getting back to dropping that.
yeah,
And
that's all
you
I'm.
know,
That's really all I'm focusing on. We're saying this fight week. We got the Charlos coming up. So what you
Mhm.
matter of fact, since I got you on and you haven't been making videos and we ain't talking to you no more, what is your thoughts on the fights this weekend with Jamel fighting Matt Korobov and Maul fighting Matt Korobov and Mel fighting Tony Harrison?
yeah. Well, I think honestly, like that. I think since Willie Monroe, you know what I'm saying, popping dirty, he was a blessing in disguise because now Jamal has better competition and Matt Korobov. To me, you know what I'm saying, he's more of a threat. Jamal's still gonna beat the hell out of him, but he's more of a threat. You know what I'm saying? He can give him better competition, but I still don't see that fight going. It'd be lucky if it go 5 rounds with Charlo and Korobov. I don't see it. I think Jamal's just too big, too athletic, too explosive, and he's gonna impose his will with that sledgehammer jab and that left hook and that right hand, and his uppercut is very underrated. You know,
Yeah.
and it really is. Jamel
Well,
Charlo, Tony
you
Harrison.
talking about Mel or Maul? Because I think
I'm talking about Jamal. I'm talking about Jamal Charlo, Matt Corban.
I don't think Maul's uppercut is underrated. It can't be. The way he dropped it, J Rock with that
J
left
Rock.
uppercut, it can't be.
Yeah, yeah, but a lot of people don't expect that. They think he's a straight line puncher and a hooker. But I'm like, he catches you with that hook, whether it's a left or right. People don't give Jamal Charlo credit that he has knockout power in both hands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he does. Either hand he touches you with, he can sleep you with. You know, because you notice his last two that J Rock fight, he knocked him out with a left hand, with a left hook. Then the guy he just fought it wasn't Sebastian Hyde, I forgot his name, but Jamal
Mm,
knocked him out with a left hook in close range. You know what I'm saying? People think like, oh, he got to be back a distance to get his punches off. No, he'll
No,
snipe
he
it from
don't.
close range too. That's why Canelo Alvarez coward ass don't want to fight him.
He's a pretty good inside fighter. He just don't.
right, right.
Yeah,
He's got good inside game, like you said, but I think he's at his best from range. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
because
And
I'm gonna
but
tell you one of the things that people don't realize when you fighting either one of the Charlo brothers, because the Maul is a boxer, but how can I say he's a like a knockout artist. I say that,
he's a boxer
yeah,
but
puncher.
yeah, he's a boxer puncher, but they're boxers first. And
hmm
Yeah,
one thing that they do well is they manage the distance, and when they have to, they'll close that distance to get inside to get you out of there. But the first thing they do well is they manage the distance, and they utilize that jab to keep you at bay and to use it as even though they hitting you and they laying into you with that jab, they get in the feel of where you are in the ring. So when they start pulling out things out of their arsenal, it's devastating.
yeah,
yeah.
and
And
that's
one
why
thing,
then.
oh,
But
go ahead, bro.
no, I was just gonna say like, yeah, Jamal. I see Jamal. You know, what I'm saying knocking Korobov out in the 6th round. And Jamel Charlo, I think he gonna flatline Tony Harrison within 4 rounds. I say about a 4th round knockout. Tony Harrison too easy to get hit, and that chin, boy, that chin of his, boy, soft. He has Tony Harrison has an Amir Khan type chin. He really do.
Oh man,
Oh,
Tell
he
me I'm
do
lying.
get
Like he did
no,
he did
you
he did
nah,
not.
you know Tell me this not Amir Khan. He doing good in the fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's good competitive fight. But once you hit that sweet spot, good night, Irene.
Oh man, you ain't lying. And it's the same
Hit,
spot.
hit his
Yeah,
reset button. That Control Alt Delete. His whole system reboot.
Oh man.
blanket because he finna be snoring. Same thing with Tony Harrison.
Yeah,
Bad.
You know,
yeah. I, I
and
actually I actually gave Harrison, I said probably about anywhere from 5 to 7 because I honestly believe for the first couple rounds, 2, 3 rounds, he gonna run. I think he gonna run,
Who
and he
Tony?
gonna he gonna skirt the outside of the ring, and do his best to stay away. And if he's able to land a shot from outside, which is primarily just gonna be jabs, probably. If he's able to land it from the outside, good. If he's able to survive around, even better.
Talking about Tony Harrison?
Yep.
This is what I think. I think Tony Harrison gonna try to make those first few rounds look like when Mayo fought Austin Trout. And a lot of people say Mayo looked like garbage fighting Austin Trout, but Austin Trout was running the entire fight. And I
Mm-hmm.
think
yeah,
Tony Harrison gonna try to take some things out that book, but what he don't realize is that Austin Trout kept getting caught because Mel was cutting that ring off beautifully. Like some points it was hard because you got somebody that's falling over themselves in the ring trying to get away from you and still fighting on the back foot, which was looking horrible fighting on the back foot. But he was running away. I've never seen Tony fight on the back foot.
Right.
So I don't know how good he is at doing it. So I'd have to see. But that's what
And
he gonna get. He is gonna get pushed back.
yeah. For
I'm gonna tell y'all
everybody
like
that
this.
go ahead.
I don't see Tony Harrison going backwards. I think he believe his boxing skills. He's gonna try to box and move around. But it's gonna be times in the early rounds he gonna exchange with Mel. He gonna exchange with Jamel, and that's what's gonna get him. That's what's gonna get him took up out of there.
See
'Cause
that
he gonna
that
be fighting.
that's something he can't do. He cannot get
Nope.
into an
But I'm telling you, he gonna do it. I'm telling you, like
Uh,
stay ready. That's that Detroit in him. He gonna try it. Cause look what he's doing with Jerry Hurd. You know what I'm saying? He
yeah.
stood
That's
right
why.
here fighting with Jerry Hurd until he finally got clipped in like the ninth round.
Yeah, it was the ninth round. But that's what he see. What he don't realize is Jerry Hurd can hit, but Jerry Hurd is not don't have like knockout power like that. He got power, but it's not that
yeah.
knockout power. Mayo has one punch knockout power, and if you want to get into a slugfest with Mayo, they don't call him the Iron Man for nothing.
Exactly, especially since he got with Derrick James and they got a new training regimen. He putting dudes away.
That's because he learned how to lay into his punches.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
if this was
And
the
and you
old man, yeah, he might have a chance. But this ain't the same male that was with Ronnie.
yeah, this
Uh,
the new
yeah,
improved male.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was good. You were talking about him fighting Trout, man. And for everybody that talked that stuff about how sloppy he looked against Trout, bruh, Trout is that dude that make practically everybody look, you know, bad or awkward or sloppy or whatever. It's just his style of fighting, and he's a slick, crafty, wily veteran. You know what I'm saying? He knows the tricks.
Exactly. And rough out.
He knows the escape route. You know what I'm saying? He uses angles, although he uses them
Nah,
sloppily.
people better saying how
Hey, CB, you breaking up on me? Can you hear me? I don't know what happened. Is you sound real choppy.
Doing the Matrix.
You're doing the matrix. You're doing the matrix on me. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Muhammad's the one. I mean, King Diesel in the building says salute, stay ready, and folks. CB Rough House, salute brothers, salute King Diesel. Muhammad's the one said salute, stay ready. CB Sports Rough House, peace to the chat. King Diesel said prayers. Muhammad's the one condolences to Act Reacher, RP Unc. King Diesel says, so how y'all feel about Earl Spence and Mikey? I'm with Earl. Salute to Mikey for stepping up, but why it takes someone with nothing to lose but a rep to step up? Is this fixed? King Diesel, no, this ain't no fixed fight. This is a
Nah.
this is just somebody who got the kahunas and is stepping up to the plate. when you got people in the own division like a No Time Thurman,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, he want to be
Garcia.
Showtime, but it's not Showtime Porter no more.
Can you hear me now?
It's still a little choppy. You
Oh,
might
okay, give
want
me one more
to.
second.
You sound good then.
Yep.
Oh, okay, well now I was gonna say it's like no that thing with Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. No, Mikey Garcia is
I
he
lost you.
finna make. They gonna mess around and make probably about over $10 million a piece. Don't be surprised.
Yeah,
I
this is
believe
a
they're gonna
big.
sell out Cowboy Stadium. I really do.
I know they
I
gonna
think
sell
so
out
too.
Cowboy Stadium.
That's what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
believe it too.
Wouldn't be
Hey,
surprised if it ain't sold out already.
and this too, man. For I forgot who that was that made the comment about why is he fighting somebody that's got nothing to lose but a rep. Man, Mikey Garcia has nothing at all to lose because the excuse is already built in for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
In the event that he does lose, you know, Errol Spencer's too big. Mikey ain't a real welterweight. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the third, bro. So he gonna come out of it either a martyr or he gonna be Hercules if somehow he's able to beat Errol Spence. But the
That
padding and the parachute is already there for him. So he's not gonna lose nothing
at Rough
at
House.
all. Yeah.
Hey, Rough House, I got a better chance at letting Deontay Wilder cock back and hit me as hard as he can and stand on my feet than Mikey Garcia got at beating Errol Spence. Okay,
Real talk.
and that's my
Understand,
I got.
only issue. That's my only
but
issue
who?
with the entire fight is that everybody. I have so many people that saying this is not an easy fight for Earl, but I don't see what y'all see. I don't see what anybody sees that's a weakness in Earl Spence for the simple fact he hasn't even showed you his entire arsenal yet, and you can tell that he holds back, and you can tell like when he fought Kell Brooks how he started going into his bag and doing stuff you've never seen him do before because he doesn't have
Yeah,
to. He doesn't have to. So if y'all see weaknesses and openings, it's because he's probably doing it to bait you in so he can attack you in different ways and get you out of there. I
Mm-hmm.
don't see Mikey doing that. I see Mikey being that fighter that's gonna stand right there in front of you and want to trade blows, and you're gonna trade blows with somebody that you wish you never traded blows with because he might take something out of you. And I mean spiritually, mentally, your soul might not be the same, your heart ain't gonna be the same, your physique ain't gonna be the same. Because like Omar Figueroa said, he still have a pain in his side right now from where he got hit by Earl and he won. And
Mm-hmm. And you
are you talking
know,
about when they
and
call
for
the amateurs, right?
yeah, from the amateurs,
yeah,
he still feel the pain from that fight.
Yeah,
years ago. Hey, and for everybody that's out there, I'm gonna say this. I'm different because there was a whole lot of people out there talking about, man, nah, I don't want to see this fight, man. Why they got to fight? Blah blah blah. What good is this fight gonna do, man? Skip that. Bring it. Let that boy Mikey walk the green mile. I'm the dude that like to see puppies get hit by trucks. I like public executions. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he want that smoke. He signed up for it. Gone. Hey, let him get it. Go get it.
Rough House, you can fish
That's
your
what I
lambs. That's what
say.
that is.
Man, skip that. Hey, I don't even eat popcorn, but I'm gonna pop popcorn just to watch that fight.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to that fight. I don't know. Depend on when his Wilder Fury rematch happens.
I'm going. I'm in that thing. I'm in that thing. I'm in there like swimwear without the chin out.
Yeah.
Hey, well, salute Muhammad's the one. Welcome to the chat. Main event Mark, welcome to the chat, man. Hey, Scrapbook Boxing, welcome to the chat, man. Hey, Muhammad one
Book.
says share this video so others can come aboard and support. Stay ready. Salute to you, Muhammad. I appreciate it. Ronald Finkley said, now I can sit and listen. Out for work now. Salute, stay ready boxing. I appreciate it, Ronald Finkley. Scrapbook Boxing. Salute to the chat. What's good to the panel? Scrapbook. Rough House. See, salute to CB. What's good, my brother? If y'all haven't, go subscribe to my boy, Scrapbook Boxing, and get to the legends of fisticuffs. Learn your history on the sport, man. He drops great
Yep.
videos daily.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Scrapbook is that man you want to hit. Scrapbook boxing for the historical videos, learning about dudes that you know what I'm saying, never knew of and how good they were. Man, the scrapbook is that man. Everybody go
Yes.
subscribe to scrapbook boxing. Everybody.
Hey,
Everybody. If you
hey,
was in this chat and you're not subscribed to Scrapbook Boxing, man, you're wasting your time. Yeah,
You're
what is you
missing a
doing
wealth
with
of knowledge.
yourself?
You don't even realize the knowledge you're missing out on.
For real. Hey,
real
Curtis
talk.
Anderson
And
is in the building. What's up with it, Kurt Sugar? Man,
Salute,
salute
Kurt
to
Sugar.
you.
Kurt, Big Kurt, what's going on? Hey, and let me say this, bro. Everybody that's out there, and this is going back to scrapbook boxing, man. Y'all don't realize the resource and the gem that you got, man. With cats like Scrapbook and Kurt Sugar, you know what I'm saying? That got that boxing knowledge and boxing history, and they willing to share it, man. Because it can't do nothing at all, but enhance your perspective of being a fight fan. You
Yeah,
know?
man. One of the great things that I love about the fact that we have people like scrapbook boxing, Kurt Sugar, and Blood, and you know, retro
Yeah,
boxing and documentary.
yeah.
Those guys right there are the ones that teach you things about the sport from a historical aspect, from what was going on that we didn't know about, that was before our time. You know,
Mhm,
especially as far as the politics, the things that was going on behind the scenes, and everything like
mhm.
that. Man, every time I listen to Kurt and Scrapbook and Blood, I learned something new that I did not know. Even if they talking about a fight that I watched and I saw, I still learned about some things that was going on behind the scenes that I know nothing about. So those are the OGs in the game that I sit and listen to. Like when you on the block, listen to your OG talk, and you sitting there soaking up game. That's what I'm doing with them guys right there. I'm just soaking up game, you know, putting some fat on my brain. And I think if you're not subscribed to Blood, Scrapbook, or World Breaker, because World Breaker is where Kurt Sugar does his thing at, then you missing out on a lot about this game of boxing. If you love the sport, you need to be signed up and subscribe to them guys right there.
Yeah. Hey, and one more person, man, even though they don't have a channel, there's somebody else I got to shout out, man, that know that boxing, and that's that boy Lawrence Williams.
Hey,
Man, Lawrence Williams is a beast.
Lawrence. Oh yeah, Lawrence has a channel now.
Oh,
Lawrence
does
has a
he?
channel, and he dropped the video the other day.
Man,
He
Law
sent it
Dog
to
is a
me.
beast.
Man, y'all go subscribe to Law. Law keeps up with everything going on in the sport. A lot of the news that I come across is because of Law, because he sent it to me. Y'all go subscribe to Lawrence Williams. Get that boy up. Get him over 100 subscribers this week.
Real talk.
Absolutely.
Hey, King Diesel said, thank you for Fury had nothing to lose either. What I mean is Wilder and Earl, it has a lot to lose fighting people who are hungrier. And Gay J, Queef Thurman, Sean, out of order Porter, get to get to duck. Shaking my head. Yeah, we already know, bro.
Yeah.
Well, actually, but I disagree with whoever said the statement that like that they're hungry than Earl and Wilder because guess what? Them brothers are still hungry. You know what I'm saying? They still hungry. That's why they give an opportunity to Earl Spence. Know like guess what? I beat Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? That's going to raise my status. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm on pay per view and it's going to do pay per view numbers. Guess what? Now everybody at 147 got to come see me. It's a strategy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You take care,
And
you know what
then
I'm saying? You just because Michael Garcia has a big Mexican fan base. We know that. So does but Errol Spence does too. He has a
Errol
very big
Spence.
Mexican fan.
A lot of Mexican fighters like Earl because Earl has a Mexican fighting aspect to his style. But and
Yeah, that
it's just
aggressive come forward style.
yeah, that's just it's a Texas style, and it's not just all a Mexican style. It's just how we fight down here. We would
yeah,
we
yeah.
would take a punch so we can hit you. And, like one of my, I'm go every fight I ever been in. My first punch, I'm trying to break a rib cage. I'm trying to break your rib. If I get hit in the face, I don't care. I'm trying to break your rib. I'm trying to do eternal damage. These facial wounds, they heal up quick. Them body that rib cage, it's gonna take you months, and I might puncture a lung.
Real talk.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. And some people might say, "Hey, man, I'm full of that petty, man." But I can't wait to see that boy Errol, along with Mikey. But I can't wait to see that boy Errol sell out Cowboy Stadium because I get so sick of AJ riders talking about what AJ sells out 90,000, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But then we gonna be able to come back with where we got somebody that sells out 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr.
It ain't
And that's just
rough
me
house.
on
It
the
ain't
petty.
about that. It's about they can say AJ sell on 90,000. I'll tell them, but what is his gate? Compare his live gate to
Yeah,
Wilder's live gate. You can't compare it.
yeah, but they gloss over that part. All they're looking at is numbers, bodies. That's all they're looking at.
And
They
then they're
gloss
not gonna
over
let
the
you see that
money.
live gate. If Wilder and Fury 2 is in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena, they not that you if you put 17,000 like 770 people in the Staples Center, They're gonna put 20,000 in the T-Mobile Center, and that live game, and the rematch is even bigger now. You know what I'm saying?
Can the T-Mobile Center hold 20,000? I don't
Yeah, the
think it
T-Mobile
hold
Center.
on.
Yeah, the T-Mobile in Vegas holds 20,000. If I'm not
Oh, okay.
mistaken.
I didn't know that. That's where they need to have this next fight. Then that's exactly where they need to have it.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what?
Vegas gonna sell it out. Vegas gonna promote it. They gonna promote the
Yeah,
T-Mobile Center at the Luxor alone is gonna promote the hell out of that fight.
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, never. But I know for a fact Vegas wants that fight. Vegas is salivating for that rematch. Like they gonna whatever need to be put up for it. I don't see nobody outbid in Vegas this time.
Nope, nobody.
Nah. I
Because
mean,
Vegas,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Vegas would have had it the first time.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't have the dates open though. You know what I'm saying? When they was trying to fight, that's the only problem. But I guarantee you, Vegas gonna make way because they know a heavyweight attraction like this.
Oh yeah.
You know,
And boy,
and that was a very good fight. The first fight was very good. You know what I'm saying. So the rematch gonna be even better. We're gonna see an even better Deontay Wilder. We know what Tyson Fury gonna bring, but we're gonna see an even better Deontay Wilder.
mm-hmm.
And we
I
all know
think,
that Deontay
I
Wilder, you know
think,
what I'm saying, his specialty is putting you to sleep. So we're gonna see
yeah.
that. I mean, man, it's gonna be off the chain.
I think
Yeah.
we're gonna see a more patient Deontay Wilder. One that's
Yeah.
not gonna be chasing for a knockout.
Yeah, he's gonna
When
be
he
more
presents
tactical,
himself,
which is gonna
back
be
it up.
which Tyson Fury he gonna stay to that body this time and continue with that jab and let Tyson Fury come to him. But this time when he do, Wilder come in at 225 pounds, it's good night Irene.
Yeah. But back on the Mikey and L subject, man. I agree with you. Stay ready. I just don't see what these people see, what they say they see, in Mikey taking L spins. And I know Mikey said he sees something, and Robert Garcia said he sees something, and all of this. But I think that's just talk. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I just think they just talking, just to bravado and hype and all of that to help promote the fight. Oh yeah, we got a game plan. Yeah, we see something.
So,
We
so,
got
Well, I
so
know I know what they see, fellas. Though I know what they see. You know what they seeing? They seeing Victor Conti. That's what they seeing.
man, yeah, them steroids and the testosterone boost, them hormone
Yeah, you can't
pills and
really my
eugenics.
baby that punch.
Yeah, man, I talked about that all day yesterday. Man, you know what irritates me? Well, this is what irritates me, and I made a video on that. We got a double standard in boxing, and it's pissing me off because you got everybody talking about Earl Spence. You got these folks talking about how his puffy nipples. You got people talking about the Charlos. They on vacation in Hawaii and miss the vital testing. But then you actually get one of their opponents, Willie Monroe, busted for PEDs, for steroids, for stuff that you're not supposed to be taking under the bylaws of the clean boxing program. But yet
hmm
nobody's talking about it. But when Charlos miss, oh my God, dog! Every boxing channel on YouTube made a video about it. Every one of them. But now Willie Monroe then pop dirty. You don't see nothing from nobody.
Well, it's the hate. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, stay ready. It's major hate for the
I know.
Charlo brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because they're so brash and outspoken. And what they say what they gonna do, they bag it up. You know what I'm saying? People don't like people like that. They're hustlers. They're black men. They're black southern men. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Then on top of that, with Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying? He's been hailed as the king of the welterweight, the future of the welterweight division ever since he came out. You know what I'm saying? The Olympics. People saw the talent, and people see what he's doing. You look at common opponents with him and Keith Thurman, what he's done to him. He's annihilated people. Keith Thurman went to a decision with Leonard Bundu. Errol got him up out of there in like 5-6 rounds. Look what Manny Pacquiao knocked Chris Algieri down 3 times. Errol Spence disposed of him in 4 rounds. Errol Spence went
Yep.
over to the UK and just the first 6 rounds there. Yeah, I had a 3-3. But
Yeah,
after that, the second round for the fight, because that body punching and you know what I'm saying, he took over. And he did not have to go to the UK. He said, I'm gonna go over there and took that man's belt. Took it.
yeah, and made a name for himself over in the UK because Earl Spence has a nice UK fan base.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Then,
there's
then
19 people in the building, man. Smash that like button.
then on top of that, you gotta look at then he come back. Look at how he whooped on Lamont Peterson. That's somebody who was cool when he was going light on.
Man, and you know what? I actually was a fan of Lamont. I haven't seen him fight in a while, so I don't know. I know he got a fight coming up now, but at first he after that fight, that took something out of him.
Yeah, you
Yep.
see, he took what? He took
Almost a year off.
Miller.
That was in March.
Yeah,
No, that
I'm
was in
still a
January when
fan.
they fought.
No, that was
I don't know.
that was in March. That was the same. That was the week after Adrian Broner had fought Jesse Vargas.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
was
Errol
gonna.
Spence had beat Lamont Peterson at the beginning at the top of the year in January. It's like January 13th. And then in June he came back and knocked out Carlos Ocampo.
Yeah, he came back in June and fought Carlos Ocampo because I was at that fight.
Yeah, and then he but in January he destroyed Lamont Peterson.
Yeah.
January this
Yeah,
year. He destroyed
that was
Lamont Peterson.
January. You know what I'm thinking about Tank? I'm thinking about Tank fighting in March
Yeah.
because he fought him. But yeah, you're right. I don't know why I'm getting them confused right now. Those two different people.
And the whole thing is like, you know what I'm saying? So they hate on Errol Spence because they see the talent there. And be like, oh, well, Terrence Crawford called him out. I said, man, Errol Spence already said, Bob Arum not going to feed him to me yet.
He not. And
And
Bob
He
Arum
Aaron,
not.
said,
and look,
matter
look
of
at it, but you notice one thing with Terrence Crawford and Mikey Garcia, y'all both have been pro for 12 years. Y'all need somebody who's only been pro half that time so y'all
Hey,
can get a
now,
career payday.
in regards to that the Errol and Terrence Crawford matchup, man, this is the way I look at it, man. I think Team Crawford is happy with letting Errol go out and do all the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? Errol's gonna be the one to get the big pay-per-view with Mikey Garcia. Errol is gonna be the one to unify belts with whoever else in the PBC. And then, you know, once his stock is super high and his profile is in the stratosphere, then they're gonna want to step in and get that mega payday, you know, at the end of the yellow brick road against Errol Spence. So I honestly think that that's their game plan. Okay, hey, let him go out and do all of this, and because as his profile builds, all we got to do is talk a little smack on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm a Crawford fan. I'm a Crawford fan. I like that dude, man. But I honestly think that's the way that the game plan is going for them. He might try to sneak in a Manny Pacquiao fight, you know what I'm saying?
he not
To
gonna
keep his
He's
he,
not going.
he not gonna get.
He's not going to get Manny Pacquiao because it was a rumor
I
by a guy
know.
on Twitter that saying that they're trying to plan a pay-per-view for later on this year if Manny Pacquiao beat Adrian Broner of Errol versus Pacquiao.
That would be a hell of a fight, man.
You
Hey,
know,
Scrapbook just said in the chat that that we appreciate brothers blood and Kurt Anderson and myself. We will be collaborating something together soon. That's gonna be
That's what's
something
up.
amazing. If them
Oh
three do a
man,
collaboration on the video, it's gonna be like watching a movie, and I'm gonna be waiting for it right there.
man, look,
me
the three
too.
kings. That's what's up. The three kings,
For
man.
real.
Absolutely.
No, the three wise men. That's what it's
Yeah,
gonna be.
the three OGs.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, BFTV says not me. You didn't hear nothing about me about them missing anything. I already know BFTV. You know, you really didn't hear nothing from nobody in the LDB talking about it. We mentioned it, but we didn't press the issue. I made a video about it, but I just made a video like they just missed. It wasn't like they took anything. Anybody can miss it. It's vital. It's
Yeah,
voluntary. They out of time. You know,
I
anything
didn't make
can
a
happen.
video about it because I knew it was irrelevant. I'm saying, no, something must have
Yeah.
happened with the test, so I didn't waste my time making a video about it.
It
You know,
was just, yeah, it really wasn't. And what's up with it, Battle Rifle? I see you in the building. Matter of fact, I got a question for you, Battle Rifle. You know, you have people like Timothy Bradley. You know, you're a Timothy Bradley fan, so I want to ask you. He said he sees what Mikey sees as far as a weakness in Earl game. Can you tell me in the chat what the hell does Timothy Bradley sees as a weakness? What do Mikey Garcia see? Because I don't see it. I don't see the weakness that they see that Mikey can exploit. I might see a weakness that Terrence Crawford can exploit, but I don't see a weakness that Mikey can exploit in this fight. What do you see, Better right?
I mean, I see weaknesses as far as Arrow's game, but I don't know
Every,
if it's. Hold on,
I'm
let
gonna,
me get to a better location.
yeah, I was gonna say everybody see, any weakness in anybody's game. You know, it's not hard to point out weaknesses, but as far as something that Mikey Garcia and Mikey style that he can exploit in the fighting Earl
and Mike
Spence.
and Mikey's little bitty T-Rex arms.
Yeah, I just, bro, I don't know what he sees. I just need to know what they see.
Well, if I'm being honest, I can look at Floyd's. I mean, not wow. I can look at Arrow's game and like critique. There are some things he do that I would be like, a fighter could exploit that. But the only fighter I really see exploiting that is probably somebody like a Keith Thurman or a Terrence Crawford. So the
One
thing
arm,
is like,
one arm Thurman,
huh?
one arm Thurman.
One arm Thurman?
Yeah.
Yeah, one arm Thurman.
I mean, if he comes back from injury and he comes back from the layoff looking like he did before, I mean, he probably will never look like he did before, but in some way, shape, or form, that he can get like the closest he can to what he did before he took that little mini retirement. So as far as like that like the flaws, I see flaws. You know, Arrow is a little slower foot. He kind of freezes up when combinations come into play. But I mean, and I mean, you can see Kell Brook countering over his jab. You know, his jab gets kind of lazy in there, but it's just a simple fact of when you're in a fight that long, your jab can get lazy. So that's as far as competitive. I don't see people just outright exploding Aerosmith except for Carol Brook. So as far as what he did, he looked really dominant as far as the game. But I think if we're being honest, if I'm like being completely honest, I think most fighters, if I looked at them long enough, I just think they kind of freeze up in their big fights when it comes to somebody who can actually punch. So when I say somebody can beat him, I really feel like it's somebody who can add like a big shot to the game, and I don't see Mikey Garcia doing it. I know Mike Garcia has a really good punch, but I don't see him moving up to welterweight and doing that, and that's my problem. I think if anything, he can stop him in his tracks. He can get him. You don't have to beat people by knocking them out. You just have to have enough power to get them thinking, and that lowers their punch rate. But I don't see him really doing that because for the simple fact that Errol is just so physical in that ring. He likes to roughhouse. He likes to tie people up. Sometimes he's a good inside fighter. He likes to hold with one arm and hit with the other. You see him a lot of times. He can really get in there roughhouse, and I don't see Mike Garcia like really withstanding against that. And that's one of the problems when you're moving up or when you're fighting a physical person. Bernard Hopkins can do it so well because he was so physical. I don't think Mike Garcia is the type of person to do that, move up two divisions and beat somebody like Errol Spence. So
He does got the balls. My boy BFTB, he going out for the check right now. Hey,
Soul
he
killer.
said he said you can't get that one. He said Brooks' arms are way longer than Mikey's, and that was in Brooks' home. The only fighter that beat Spence or Bud is each other, and I believe that too.
Hey,
But
I was gonna ask this to
even
Battle
Kurt,
Rifle.
even Kurt Sugar asked what weaknesses explain. They were asking before you started explaining, but I just whatever weakness they don't see, I don't see a weakness that Mikey can exploit. Like you say, his arms too short. He's gonna have to get on the inside game. Getting on the inside game, he's gonna take more. He's gonna take more punishment than he took from Robert Easter than he took from hell. What's the dude name? Orlando Salido. He really didn't take no punishment from him. I don't see Mikey taking no punishment.
yeah, I mean, it hasn't been a lot of fights where these guys have just took
I
constant
mean, not Mikey, the
punishment.
Earl.
Yeah, because I think Mike Garcia I think you could say his biggest fight where he took punishment was probably Lance Alito or Sergey Lipinets. So I
Yes,
mean,
sir. Sergey Libanez did give him some work. Hell, he took some punishment against Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner gave him some punishment in those late rounds.
Yeah, to the
oh
body.
yeah, I forget about that fight.
Yeah. Hell,
Yeah,
Juan Carlos Burgos got in there too.
And
yeah,
let, let
you
me
know,
let, let
but
me ask
yeah,
let me
as
ask
far as
Battle Rifle this. Hey, Battle Rifle. So do you think Garcia, and I'm just asking a legitimate question, but do you think Garcia hits harder than Kell Brook?
no, I don't think that at all.
See, and that it just kind of made me wonder because you were talking about hitting Earl with the big shot and making him think or respect his power or whatever the case may be, Ben. But we watched Earl take some hard flush shots from Kell Brook, man, and I mean it paused him for a second, and it's like he shook it off, and then he was right back on him. I don't think Mikey has anything in the way of pop for Earl and something that's gonna make him stop or back up or be like, ooh man, I just don't see it.
Well, I think the thing is you gotta realize it's not always what punch you can throw the hardest; it's the punch you can land the cleanest. Like if
Right?
you look at when he fought Kell Brook, he could land, but he wouldn't land as cleanly. He would hit him at the top of the head or the side of the head. When you look at Mikey Garcia, who can actually get off really good, actually flush good counter punches. If you look at when he fought Adrian Broner, I think it was the early rounds. I actually picked Adrian Broner to beat Mikey Garcia, even with everybody picking Mikey. I said that Adrian Broner, I just feel like he's probably going to end up like a DeMarco situation. I think Mikey's game plan is going to, you rough up Adrian Broner because he's been off for a little minute, and then Adrian Broner would just keep countering with that uppercut like he did Alec Cardea. And I broke down the fight even to the T. I said that Adrian Broner is going to start off with that body jab and work his way up top. And you can see Mikey Garcia clip. Adrian Broner threw a jab to the stomach, and he put his right elbow down, and he deflected a punch, and he threw a left hook. And you can see him doing. I think he did that like twice, and hit Adrian Broner flesh. And I say, wow, this guy can really counter punch. And you can see I think when he fought. Okay, I know a lot of people don't rank Juan Manuel. What's that guy named the guy he fought?
Marquez.
Yeah, Marquez that high, but you can see him clearly stepping in up on a southpaw, jab into the face, like cross down the middle. And I was like, this guy's timing is impeccable. His counterpunch is impeccable. It's not always the shot that you can land the hard. It's a shot you can land really clean. If you look at like when
no, it was Juan Manuel Lopez. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lopez. And and then you look at Mikey Garcia fought who was it when he fought Orlando Salido? You can see him getting off really good shots. I think he threw a jab and then he circled to his left and threw a left hook and knocked Orlando Salido down. And then I think like the very next round he threw a jab, and then as Orlando came in to slip it, he pulled in with his left hand to keep him in one place to throw an uppercut, and he knocked him down again. So I was just like, this guy punching is actually really good, but I don't think it's enough to beat guys like Errol because he's probably going to grit his teeth a little bit to take some of them shots, and then rough house.
If Adrian Broner can hurt Mike in the body, Mike is putting on more weight to go up to 147, and he's going to take more body punches than he took in the Adrian Broner fight. Earl's gonna mess around and make him shit on himself.
That's my whole thing. No matter what he does good, Errol does it better, and he's the bigger, stronger man. So you might think he's going to counter, but when you feel that power, man, trust me, it ain't gonna be a long night for Mikey. Errol gonna make that a short night.
Yeah, 3 rounds max.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see Earl. I can see Earl playing around and trying to make this last a little longer. But I don't think it's gonna go near it. Maybe 6 rounds.
I think I would give it 4 rounds max or 5.
I was thinking 5 or 6.
BFTV said I watched Earl get hurt badly with a clean shot and never drop, and that's fact. From Kell Brooks, that was a hard shot, and he kept coming forward. Like, dude, if y'all don't know what a chin look like, that's one. That's a solid chin because Kell Brooks was a boogeyman at one time too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because Keith Thurman didn't want no smoke with Kell Brooks.
He still don't want no smoke with Kell Brooks.
Not at all.
Oh, and he said it wasn't a Kell Brooks fight; it was a Lardy fight. And he did. I forgot all about that fight.
But you know what? When I was breaking down footage for Kell Brooks' last fight that he just had. And I went back and I watched that Brooks Spence fight, man. It just surprised me. And I watched the fight live when it happened, but it surprised me to go back and look and see how many flush shots that Kell Brooks got on L. Spence, man, and the way L ate him. And I was just like, good Lord, man, he hitting him with some sudden shots, man. And like you said, man, the boy Errol, he just kind of grit his teeth and then walked through him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kept coming.
And that's one thing when you got a fighter like that. Him and I'm gonna say this about Earl Spence and Jerry Hurd, because Jerry Hurd is kind of like this too. They don't mind taking punches, even though I think that's just Jerry Hurd's defense. Earl actually got a little defense. He don't take as much damage as Derek, but fighters like that don't mind taking punches to get out some power shots. And when you got power punches like that, like a Earl Spence, that's gonna take those punches to the chin and keep coming forward to hurt you, man, that's dangerous.
I keep saying that Earl Spence does not get hit that much. He really does not. Like,
No,
Man,
I'm not saying he get. I didn't say he gets hit a lot. He don't get hit as much as Jerry Hurt. That's what I said. I
yeah,
said he don't mind taking a punch to get off one of his.
yeah, yeah. I see what you mean.
He took with the knockout blow he gave Ocampo. He took a shot to give that body blow.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
He
was sitting
did.
there and hit the fight. I was watching it. He took a
Hey,
nice punch, but he gave a harder one back. And dude,
that's what I was gonna say. That boy Ocampo, man, he actually got in a couple of good shots on Errol, but you know what? It wasn't hard enough to stop that train. That train kept rolling.
and I'm not gonna say I believe Ocampo is a better fighter than going up against Earl. I really do, but that was just a bad fight for him that day. Earl like the one he need to play with, but he should have took some other fights. He might have fought Adrian Granados. He should have fought that
Mm-hmm.
fight. It might have been a better fight. You know, I like Adrian Granados, though. I still think Adrian Granados win, but I'm just saying that might have been a better fight for him. Earl was just that was bad. And he knew that going into that fight.
Earl knows where to hit you in the body where it just shakes up your whole system. He has like a special spot where he can just in your night easily.
He said
Like,
that.
yeah, there's like a special spot where he just triggers it and your whole body shut down. So it's like he's very, very smart fighter, very smart fighter, you know. And I mean, with the Mikey Garcia thing, you can't really knock Earl for taking the fight because nobody want to fight him really. And so,
Exactly.
like, it's not a cherry pick because the guy is begging basically to fight you. Like, if the guy is
Yeah.
begging to get in the ring and dance with you, then you're just giving him what he wishes for. That's all you're
Right.
doing.
And if he hadn't taken this Mikey Garcia fight, what would he be doing right now?
Chilling,
You know what I'm
fighting.
saying? Just standing out begging for a fight.
Yeah,
You
Nah,
know, so
he might be facing Collazo probably.
yeah, Luis Collazo. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. The fights this weekend, I'm just looking to see these guys active, man. That's what I'm
yeah.
looking at.
Hey, BFTB said Hers Shin is one of the best in the game, and you're not lying about that. I'm telling you, because
Who her?
yeah, Jerry Hers Chin is his
Yeah,
defense.
yeah, that is his defense, bro. Because
Yeah.
what happens with Jared Hurd is he'll take some big shots, and then in those later rounds, that's when he turns it on. That's when he goes into like overdrive,
But see,
basically.
he gonna have to stop doing that too. He has
Yeah,
to.
he will.
Yeah, that's gonna mess around and catch up with him, man. And the
When
one
he
thing,
when he
another
fight
thing I
Mel,
think,
that's gonna catch up with him because you can't like the way you fought. Laura was getting with you that entire fight. If it wasn't for that knockdown, I still got Laura winning that fight.
Laura
That's
won
why.
that fight by two
That's
rounds.
that's why it's fight of the year for me.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
knockdown won her that fight.
yeah,
yeah.
And
And the
when
basically.
thing
and when he,
about,
and when he fought
oh, go ahead.
Austin Trout was whooping that ass until that stoppage.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because his eye, once the
Yeah,
eye got shut, that was it.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
I was
Austin.
gonna say with her, man, the one thing that I give her besides his punch resistance is that dude's stamina, man. That dude got a diesel engine. And I mean, he's
That's
not the
stamina, man.
fastest in the world, but he keeps going at that slow, steady, trodden pace, man. And he takes everybody that's willing to go there into those deep waters. And normally he drowns them in the deep waters, man. So
Yeah,
when you fighting a fighter like her, man, your stamina better be through the roof.
yeah,
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. And that's why I think Mel can actually box out 12 rounds. I think that's that's why he's taking his time to fight Mel because he want to get himself ready. Because if that arm ain't all the way ready, and when he
Hmm.
fight Mel's gonna take advantage of every weakness in that ring, every single one.
yeah.
And it's
Well,
not gonna be an easy fight.
did y'all notice the change in style in her last fight? And do y'all think that was in preparation for fighting Mel?
Well,
Actually, I
that's
see
not.
it. He tried to go into that Philly shoulder roll, and I kept saying that
That's
to
not
the
going to
entire
help
fight.
him
It's not because
because
he
he
took
still
more.
got hit.
He
That
got
was the
hit.
problem.
Yeah, he took more shots with using the Philly shoulder roll than he do with his regular defense.
Yeah, he still got hit, so that was the issue.
Yeah,
So I
trying
don't
to.
think it's going to help him.
And then one of the points of that particular defense with that shoulder roll, you're supposed to counter off of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
When you saw somebody like James Tony using that defense, he's counter punching with that shoulder roll was great. Floyd, I'm not gonna use Floyd Mayweather because nobody's gonna come up being able to use that Philly shell like Floyd.
hmm
But
Right.
James Tony and even Adrian Broner, is a good counter puncher using it. Adrian Broner's problem is he just don't let his hands go. But
Yep.
it's true.
but he utilizes the Philly shell good. Her, you was just sitting back there just like you was freezing, just trying to get missed shots instead of throwing something back. That's why Jason Wilborn was winning those rounds. You could have been took that dude out.
Yep.
Yeah, he tried to box, but it didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
If the problem is he tried to box, and when he tried to box, it didn't go as planned. Basically,
It didn't go as planned at all.
nope. He's a come forward pressure fighter, and he should leave it at that. Sure, maybe he has like the chance to get some defense going, but he has to use different ways like high guard and footwork. That's the one thing. The problem is that footwork, man. You can
Yeah.
tell he's kind of like a clumsy fighter.
J.A. Dixon says, I want to see what kind of chin Hurd has when he gets hit by a puncher. And see, that's what's going to happen when he fights somebody like Charlo. To be honest with you, it's a good matchup for Jerry Hurd that I would love to see. I would love to see that boy fight Jaime McGill.
I have her stopping him though.
I have
He might not. We don't know. Neither one of them got great defense, and they
Yeah,
both.
that's true.
And
they're
Jaime
both-
McGill hits hard. Look what he did. Just look what he did to Saddam Ali. I know Saddam Ali ain't just the best thing smoking, but he really punished that dude.
I
And
think Saddam Ali was a sacrifice though. You can like
Wait, we're talking
Jaime Manguia looked like two weight classes above Saddam Ali.
Mhm. That was his blood sacrificing to the Illuminati.
Pretty much to the Golden Boy elites.
Yeah, man. But okay, so let's just do a comparison. You seen what he did with Liam Smith. So if Jerry Hurd was to go up against Liam Smith, you think he gets that knockout? Jerry Hurd don't do a lot of body work, and Canelo got rid of him by a body shot. So let's talk about.
I think McGill's a harder puncher.
That's what I'm saying. I think McGill's a way harder puncher than Jerry Hurd. So
He
and
is.
if them two got into a slugfest, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think Jaime might got a chance to get with Jerry.
Yeah, it would be a good fight.
Because that's
And
what's
it would
going to
be
happen. They're going to get into a slugfest.
And it would be a unification fight too. They can unify the belts.
Yeah, I just want them both of them Cowboys to stop ducking Jamel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Jaime ran his punk ass over to Golden Girls and the Zone. And Jared Hurd, you know what I'm saying? You talk stuff in the media, but when Jamel Charlo get in your face, you know what I'm saying? You're real humble and contrite. You know what I'm saying? I wonder why.
Thanks.
You know, grow a pair of nuts. You know, you let your nuts hang when he not around. You know what I'm saying? Let them suckers hang when he around. That's the true definition of man. Let them nuts hang when he around. Yeah. Because when at that Wilder Fury fight, boy, Jerry Hurd sure was talking real humble. I mean, it was a different energy. I know everybody saw that. Like, so hold on, why he ain't talking the same?
Damn sure was. Hey, salute to World Breaker in the chat. Welcome to the chat, my brother. Hey, Kurt Sugar said boxing laws. You can't fight a style like Hurd and think you'll beat a boxer. He said punchers like Charlo, it will catch up. It will catch up to you. Facts.
Real talk. Oh, yeah. Hey, Kurt Sugar know his boxing.
Yes, he do. And y'all got to go follow World Breaker so you can hear great boxing conversations with Kurt Sugar and World Breaker fighting, man. It's even when the World Breaker don't have his panel and it's him and Kurt Sugar, you will get some great boxing talk and you will learn a lot about the sport of boxing.
True story.
Absolutely.
True story.
Yeah. Tony Snowflake, salute my brother. But yeah,
But
man.
what's gonna happen, I think, with Jamal Charlo is he I don't know. I'm afraid to say he may get frozen out because they say the WBC will order that Golovkin Charlo fight, but we know Golovkin ain't gonna take the fight though. I
They
mean,
already ordered it.
yeah, but
Golovkin is trying to go the route. I'm gonna tell you what Golovkin is trying to do. He's trying to get around that. He's
yeah,
trying to
he
go
is.
fight.
He's
He's
gonna
trying to
try to
go
do it.
fight like he was trying to fight Murata. I mean,
Yeah, he was trying to
Murata.
fight. Yeah, for that belt,
Yeah, the reason he was trying to do that because if he can get one of those belts like that,
he can
he,
unify.
exactly, and it supersedes the WBC. That's what
Hmm.
he's trying
But
to do.
but see that regular belt, you can't unify with the regular belt. You know what I'm saying? Of the WBA. You can't do
Oh,
that.
okay.
You
Oh,
you
you
can you can
can't.
only unify you can only unify with the super.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't unify with the regular. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
well, he was trying to do it. He was.
Yeah.
You could
He
tell
was
he
trying
was
to he was
trying.
trying to get that to make it be like which was stupid on his part. He was trying to make it seem like, well, Canelo, I got the WBA regular, but Canelo, like, who cares? I have the super belt. I'm the champion.
Yep.
I'm the real recognized champion. You're not. So I mean, that was a plan. That plan that he had at first was a plan to fail already. You know, that's what it was because you cannot unify. Only way you can unify is if you fight the WBA super champion, and if you're the WBA regular. That's the only way you can unify. You cannot unify that regular belt, like say with the IBF or the W. That's not a unification fight. They're not even going to call it that. They're not. You
Yeah,
know.
and we all know he's not gonna fight. He's not gonna fight Jamal Charlo. He's not gonna fight Daniel Jacobs, and he's not gonna fight Demetrius Andre. So
Nah.
only, and
What
he ain't
what
gonna fight Rob Brandt.
what he may do is he may move to 168 and fight it like a he may move to 168 and ask a welterweight to move up to fight him.
No,
You know.
that's not gonna give him the rank that he's looking for at
Yeah.
168. But
Nah, but
what he can do is go fight a Anthony Durrell they for your Durham and Anthony Durrell for the fight for the vacant WBC belt and
mhm.
But that
super
one got to
middleweight.
fight Benavidez though.
Yeah, well, it's not guaranteed yet because Benavidez got stripped because he
But
failed.
no. But yeah, he did. But the WBC also said that. But they also said Benavidez was a champion in recess too. And when he come back, he'll get an immediate shot.
Oh, well, yeah, well,
Yeah.
it ain't nobody but that I can see Triple G beating it. He might can beat Gilberto Ramirez.
I don't see him beating him. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Yeah.
either, but I'm saying maybe that's his best chance. He not. I don't see him beating Jose Uzcategui.
Or Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying?
He can't beat Caleb Plant.
He
Not at
probably
all.
can beat. He probably can beat Usagagi and Gilbert. He has
Yeah,
a chance, and I don't think Jesse Hart is on a level of Triple G. So
No, he's not. But the same token, though, you got to realize though too. Triple G is getting older. He's about what 37 years old now.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? And you fighting young dudes that got all this vibrant energy, and the second half of the fight, if you don't get them out there in the first half of the fight, second half of the fight gonna be telling. You're gonna see the wear and tear on them legs. You will. And as long
yeah,
as they
but
push him in the deep,
the first half, you got to be in the first half with Triple G as well.
I mean, yeah, but the first half of the fight, they can box circles around him. You know what I'm saying? Triple G's not a good boxer. He really isn't.
No, he's not. He's a basic boxer.
Yeah.
And he's definitely not a good mover. He's got slow feet. He's flat footed, and
Yeah.
his movement skill is below average in my opinion.
He's got better
That's why
defense than I realized. Though I'll give him credit on his defense.
He got a little bit of
he
D.
Yeah, he got a little bit. He got more than what I thought he had.
ain't got that much the way Canelo lit his damn face up.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yeah.
he got a little bit of demon, and that's why he don't want to fight Jamal Charlo because Triple G, no, he fight Jamal Charlo, he's getting knocked out.
Yeah, that chin gonna get exposed. Real.
I can't. Man, as much as I want to say that's a good fight, and I want to see, I really, really want to see it. I'm not convinced Jamal knocks him out either.
Oh, I am.
Man,
I'm more than convinced. I'm talking about Jamal gonna knock him. Jamal gonna knock Gennady Golovkin out by the 6th round.
Yeah,
better rifle. You not
Jamal really. He doesn't throw half the punches Canelo throws, and Canelo.
He don't have to. He's bigger than Canelo and much stronger. He don't have to.
The thing is, Canelo doesn't have that power though.
But look though, hold on, Jamal Charlo does not have the juice like Canelo either. You know, so he's not on the roids like Canelo is.
Kurt Sugar, are you still in the chat? Are you still in the chat?
I just said he wouldn't knock him out.
Kurt Sugar, are you still in the chat? Do you hear your son over here right now? I just want to ask you.
Power is overrated though. That's the whole thing.
Whose power is overrated?
Canelo's power.
Okay, but we're not talking about Canelo. We're talking about Jamal, the Hitman Charlo is who we talking about. And if you don't think he'll knock out Triple G,
he would stop him.
Yeah.
He would stop him.
No, I'm not so sure, man.
Hold on. Triple G took some what? Triple G took some what?
Took some bombs against Canelo, and I mean he spark punches before. Who is the only puncher? The only puncher.
Battle rifle. When Triple G fought a power puncher and David Lemieux, he was outboxing, moving around. He was standing away. He was not getting clipped. Guess what? David Lemieux can only punch. That's it. Jamal Charlo is a boxer / puncher. Not only that, but he's bigger and more powerful, and he's not roided up. But Canelo is 5'6", 5'7". Jamal Charlo 6'1". Walks around probably damn near close to 200 pounds. Okay. That man, and not only that, but that man is a big country bunking strong dude. He is.
And he stay in shape because he stay in the gym.
Thank you. Year round. And not only that, but he's PED free. Canelo couldn't even knock Triple G out with the PEDs. Jamal Charlo don't need that.
Still, though,
I guarantee you, if the shots that Canelo got on Triple G, Jamal Charlo get on him, you're gonna see Triple G face down the way Pacquiao was when he fought Marquez the 4th time.
Here, I'm gonna say this. When Jamal Charlo fought Austin Trout, let's compare those two fights. We say Austin Trout really beat Canelo, right? I just want to agree.
He did.
He really beat Trout. Now, how close was that fight with Austin Trout and Mal Charlo?
2 knockdown. No,
it was close, but I mean, that was Jamel.
Yeah,
that was Jamel.
It really wasn't close with Jamel. Jamel really wasn't close with Jamel. But Mal beat the brakes off of Austin Trout. Austin Trout just not getting knocked out. And the only reason he got to stop from hurt is because that eye. Now, you take those same punches and take Triple G can sit there and stand up to them same punches that he was giving Austin Trout.
Yes. Yes. When you look at that last round with Canelo, well, I think it was the last round.
Canelo don't hit nowhere close to as hard as Jamal hit, man. Nowhere close to it.
I never said he did. It's just that for the simple fact Canelo has some of the greatest combination punches in the game, and this guy was throwing like absolute blast after blast after blast. And I'm telling you, if that was any other middleweight, they would look at it. Think about this for a second. What guy went 12 rounds with Triple G by pressuring him? If you look at everybody who's done that, they never went 12. Never.
Hello.
Triple G is the only guy that.
Kurt Sugar says right now, Charlo TKO's Golovkin.
I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, you know. But you know, I mean, if we have that good relationship like we say we do, I'm pretty sure we can disagree on some points. I really want to see the fight, and I'm not saying
I would love to see that fight.
We ain't gonna see the fight though, man. Let's just stop. Not stop, but let's just be real.
BFTB, you absolutely right, and that's what I'm trying to tell. That's what I'm trying to tell about it. We don't know what kind of chin Triple G got because he ain't fought nobody.
Really?
Who has he fought? He fought 2 reputable opponents. 2.
Canelo and Daniel Jacobs.
Of course, but they're hard punches. We can say we can pick apart people on each person's record and say there was a hard puncher. but it wasn't all that good. We can do that with just about anybody.
Daniel Jacobs ain't that hard of a puncher, though, man.
Danny Jacobs is a hard puncher. He had the exact same knockout ratio as Triple G.
I will say that Daniel Jacobs do got a.
He hits really hard. He came in at 180. So that's telling you something about his chance.
Let me tell you something. Triple G might have did that with Jacobs, but I guarantee you he wouldn't have did that with Charlo. Charlo would have got him up out of there. And White think he does not want to fight Daniel Jacobs again, Battle Rifle. He could. Daniel Jacobs is a champion.
Daniel Jacobs has a belt.
Thank you.
In my opinion, Daniel Jacobs did really well, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that Charlo has this unforsaken power that he hits harder than Danny Jacobs. Because Danny Jacobs he's all over the place. That's my opinion. He just has a really unpredictable style. He's in there 1 minute, he's in there, and he's not in there another. And that's my.
Do you think Danny Jacobs beats Jamal Charlo in your opinion? Battle Rifle?
No, it's close. It's closer than that. I think it's like a 50-50.
Yeah, I would say that I would give like a slight edge. Me, I got a 55-45 Charlo, but it's a close fight. You know what I'm saying? Because they both dogs, but I'm like this. My whole thing is this. People would like to point to when Jacobs ran up on Charlo, but when Jamal Charlo told him, "You drop your opponent, I'll drop my opponent to get him next." No, I'm touching M's, son. I'm touching M's. Like that's pussy talk, man. That's pussy talk.
Yeah, that's a cop out right there.
The first thing Mel told Jacobs was, "You can drop your opponent, I can drop mine." This was when Jacobs was fighting Matthew Selecki, and I think he was fighting Hugo Centeno. And he said, "We can drop our opponents and we can go ahead and fight."
Yep. But it's amazing how people skim over that.
Yeah. The crazy thing about it is Melo had more to lose dropping Hugo Centeno with that intern belt than Jacobs had to lose, and he was willing to drop that to fight you. And you was just all you could show was you was running your mouth. You got pumped, and you start talking about money. That's
still rocking the Duke. You think if let somebody that's rocking the Duke S curl beat him? Man, get the hell out of here.
Oh shit.
This fool 33 years old, still rocking the Duke S curl. We rocked that back in the 90s, man. Get the hell out of here. As teenagers. And this fool still rocking the Duke S curl.
He got a perm.
Yeah.
Perm, S curl. Guess what? It's played out.
And like BFTB said, Triple G gets a straight shot at the WBC title if he beat Charlo. But we all know he's scared to get knocked out because he never. He said he's gonna fight the winner. Who?
No, he's gonna find a way around that. He's gonna try to wiggle through.
He's working on it. Hey, salute to PK Boxing MMA, man. Salute to you, my brother. Kurt Anderson says Jacobs doesn't have Charlo's temperament. That's very important. Facts. Yeah. Facts. Because he ain't gonna listen to his corner, and he gonna mess around, go in there trying to look pretty, and he gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, like I said, I think what Danny.
I'm gonna say one other thing, man, that we gotta pay attention to, man. I know we sitting up here talking about Charlo's power versus Triple G's power, bro, but speed kills, regardless of how much power you got. Man. If you got speed with it, and Charlo's hand speed and foot speed is light years faster than Triple G's, bro. But for everything that Triple G can do, and there are things that he can do and he does well, man. But the hand speed and the effective counter punching and movement of Charlo is going to destroy Triple G.
The punches that J Rock got caught with, all three knockdowns, all three of them was punches he didn't see. And if you telling me that Triple G got a chance against that and that he can stand up to every one of those punches, man.
Charlo is one of the best in the game at transitioning from offense to defense. And that's one of the things I look for in fighters that I root for.
I think I would put Terrence Crawford up there. You know?
Hey, we got some breaking news.
Breaking news. What's up?
What's up?
Say, Blue Blood says that Eddie Hearn stuck as the zone refuses to pick up Dillian White and Chisora 2. Showtime is now it's gone there on Showtime.
Wow. So even the zone's tired of his shit.
Yeah, that's hey, that's some class.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Fanon was trying to tell them boys this morning, man, unless the zone kicks in that extra bag, there's not enough money in the UK for them, for one, for them to make that fantasy $28 million offer that people were talking about Eddie was going to make to Wilder, and then now the zone doesn't want to kick in the money for this. Hey, what happened to this? What happened to this $1 million deal, man? These DAZN infused steroid and financial muscles that Eddie Hearn was supposed to have. What happened to all of that?
Man, this is crazy. But I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have so many people in my head. But Eddie Hearn is the colonizer, and he thought he can just colonize boxing, and it didn't work. Eddie Hearn's ancestors were used to having their cake and eating it too. And so he thought that was going to pass down this way in the American market, but it's not going to work this time. He doesn't even have a pot to piss in at this point, because Deontay Wilder doesn't need to fight Anthony Joshua, to be honest. They already have a trilogy with Fury and Wilder. He doesn't need to fight him, And I can speak that I've talked to my uncle in the UK, and he's even said he himself is not interested in that fight, and a couple of other people aren't interested in that fight either. So it is what it is, man. That's something of his doing. That's his own doing, man.
Yeah, and that just shows you something. So his time with the zone is getting cut shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. Every fight card that he puts out.
But stay ready. That's why. But that's exactly why the zone went and make sure they got Canelo and Goat on over there on the zone, because if they're not getting Canelo, they would be losing. They would be losing a lot more money than what they are. Like that's just the truth of the matter. That's why they went and did that. And if Eddie Hearn trying to take, credit for it, the zone's tired of his crap. Like, no, we're going to get you the hell up out of here. That's what it is. That's what's coming down to. That's why, if he wants to even save his behind on the zone, he's going to have to cave in, and he's going to have to give Wilder whatever the hell he want, but I just don't see what's that Wilder going over to the zone. He already said, I'm not fighting on no damn app.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is my thing with an app. All the things we have, Fox and Showtime, already have apps. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, if you really want to, like, if you're already paying for Fox and FS1 and Showtime, if you're already paying for these things, all you have to do is download the app if you're on the road. So what's the point? Like, what's the point of the zone when channels have that covered already?
Because the thing is, though, the zone didn't do their homework before they came over here and tried to come into the U.S. market. And I don't know why the hell they thought like, we're the zone.
That's exactly what J.A. Dixon basically just said. He said that's why Eddie should have never announced his plans. And you're right. You should have never announced your plans. You should have never called this a transatlantic deal. You should have never said that you was gonna win every purse bid. You should have never said that you was gonna pay these fighters money they never made before, because you offered fighters $10 million and they turned you down. So what are you offering? You don't have nothing. You don't have nothing but a bunch of. They're not even B-class fighters no more. Tevin Foreman is a C-class fighter. You got C-class fighters. You got third-tier fighters over there fighting on the zone now, thinking that the only person that you got over there that's in the A-class is AJ.
And real
Demetrius Andre about the closest thing to it, the next level fighter. Daniel Jacobs is still up. He's still advised by Al Heyman, so you just
and no guarantee he gonna re-sign with the zone either.
And he never signed a deal with the zone. He was on HBO.
Yeah, and with Matchroom with Eddie Hearn. But I meant to say there's no way he might not re-up with Eddie Hearn, honestly.
Yep. And then you gotta look at it, man. Like if you DAZN and you giving out progress reports, man, you look at it like this. It's kind of split up three ways as far as the boxing goes. Richard Schaefer has given DAZN the World Boxing Super Series. Now, they're going through some issues with the finances, but we're talking overall product. So what has Richard Schaefer given us? Has he delivered? Yes, he's given us a very good, interesting, realm of matchups in the World Boxing Super Series. All right. Oscar De La Hoya went over and finagled a deal to give them the biggest pay-per-view star in the world on DAZN. All right. Oscar plays with spatulas in the booty, but that's what's up, man. And he delivered on what he said he was going to bring. What has Eddie Hearn brought to the table from his end, from the matchroom?
Judging by that last card last weekend, I wouldn't even say Oscar is delivering that. That card was a pain. Like, I literally felt a pain in my side watching that card, man. That was like a crappy card, man. Like, seriously, Oscar delivered.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I think Oscar did that on purpose. I'm gonna say it again. This is like the first time I said it. I think they using, because you got to look at it. Katie Taylor, Tevin Farmer, those are matchroom fighters. The only Golden Boy fighters you had on there was Canelo, Ryan Garcia, and Saddam Ali. The rest of them was all matchroom fighters to fill that card out. I think Golden Boy did that on purpose to make Eddie Hearn the scapegoat, so he can push him out the door. Now he controls everything and he gets the bag.
Yep. Yeah, that could be it.
You gotta know. You gotta know. Oscar De La Hoya is a snake.
He is. Oh, he had Bob. He learned from the best teacher, Bob Arum.
Oh yes, Sir Scam Daddy.
Yeah, he learned from the best teacher. He had the best teachers. Wow, that's crazy. They don't even want to pick up that fight, man. So Eddie Hearn is like,
because they know it's probably going to be. I want to say they know it's probably going to be a bust. That's why they don't want to throw any more money at it.
Well, I can't blame them. I mean, because look, they're losing money with Matchroom. Like AJ first fight with Povetkin, I think it only did on DAZN. That was 16,000 viewers, I think. You know what I'm saying? First off, I mean, you're having this fight over in the UK. Nobody gonna be watching no boxing no 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon over here. It ain't happening. That's just what it is. Like everybody going, getting haircuts, out and about doing what they got to do. Now, around 8, 9 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody gonna sit down and watch a fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's even more of importance for like Wilder Fury 2 to be here, like the first was, Wilder and Joshua to be here, because I mean, who the hell gonna sit here? You know how much money they would lose having those type of fights over in the UK? It's too much of a financial loss.
Too much, and it don't make sense. I'm still looking at how Eddie Hearn is gonna figure out a way to make a Wilder Joshua fight on the zone. Like even if you hold on, but just
do you know how much money that the zone would have to pay Showtime alone?
Shit, you know how much money they're gonna have to pay Showtime, they're gonna have to pay Shelly, they're gonna have to pay PBC, they're gonna have to pay
Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, he gonna tell them y'all gotta throw me. If y'all want me to come over and fight on y'all app, I need $100 million up front. That's what I would tell them. Give me $100 million up front. This ain't got nothing to do with what you getting Showtime. I need $100 million up front, tax-free dollars.
Yep. This is the problem with their strategy. There's more money in pay-per-view than DAZN for fighters.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if you're a fighter, you're going to make more money fighting on a pay-per-view than you are DAZN.
Especially in the U.S.
They didn't understand that, man. I don't know what made Eddie Hearn take this project. Like, I wonder what made him like try to change the model. And I mean, you saw him with like finessing Big Baby Miller when he was when they were interviewing him during the Canelo joint. And it's like, man, this guy is like, I don't want to feel bad for him because he brought it on himself, like just how he was talking, his marketing strategy and everything like that, Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's really crazy. We're gonna see, but I know that right there is another death blow. Hey, it's another death blow.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, DAZN about to get Eddie Hearn and Matchroom the hell up out of there, and they about to get it over to Oscar, because I mean, if I don't know what numbers Canelo did on DAZN, but if it did way better than what AJ did, man. They finna get rid. They like, please, we at least we're gonna see a profit somewhat with Canelo. They saying nothing but losses with Matchroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean big financial loss. They are seeing major losses with financial losses with Matchroom. Look, I mean, look at they had to move that big Baby Miller fight to Kansas City, Missouri, and still only a couple thousand people came there, if that.
No.
A couple of hundred.
300 people showed up to a 5,000 seated people venue.
Okay, well, damn, excuse me, I was being too generous. Okay,
It was basically like a barbecue, basically. Like
I mean, yeah, you're right though.
Technically,
that was like going to the bar to watch the fight. Basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, that was like you going to the club on Saturday night, a small club at that.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Hey, it just came through another one. It says the WBC. Oh man, come on, phone, load up. I clicked the link, but it said the WBC plans to order Triple G Charlo after this Saturday's fight.
He ain't gonna take it.
It says WBC President Mauricio Suleiman says that the World Boxing Council will be ordering Gennady Golovkin, 38-1-1, 34 KOs, to face in turn WBC middleweight champion Jamal Charlo, 27-0, 21 knockouts, to fight for a final eliminator after Jamal's fight this Saturday against Matt Korobov.
He's gonna move up.
WCB, get it right, stay ready.
Yep.
He's not gonna fight him though, bro. Like
they wasting their time.
If Charlo,
the thing is, Charlo.
This is what they say though. If Charlo beats Korobov, then he'll face Triple G with the winner of the fight.
Bro.
I know, but this is an order. But what it is they're trying to make you understand that in order for Triple G to get WBC sanctions for this fight, that he's going to have to fight Maul, and Charlo is already Canelo's mandatory. You know,
the only way, you know what I'm saying, that the only other route that really Triple G can take. Because if Canelo say he coming back down to 160, the only other route Triple G can take is if he fights Danny Jacobs again, or he gonna fight, or I don't see Triple G trying to fight Demetrius Andrade. I think he'll probably fight Danny Jacobs because he's more familiar with him. But I think the easier fight with him now would be Andrade because Andrade fights lower tier competition.
But see, here's the thing: I don't think he has a chance against Andrade because Andrade is one hell of a boxer that'll box circles around Triple G. Like literally, Triple G.
Yeah, but the only advantage Triple G has that Andrade is not active. You know what I'm saying? Look, who the hell is Andrade finna fight some Akov stud? Like where the hell does the guy come from?
True.
Some bum that he's defending against, and I'm about to get on Andre's horn because I know his strength trainer pretty well, and I know one of his pad men too. I'm about to tell him, hey man, you guys better start like putting your black power fist on these fights, man. And Maul needs to do the same thing, man. He needs to.
Demetrius Andrade not gonna do that because he went over there and sold his soul to the Pilgrim Eddie Hearn. You see how he came to that Boston Tea Party looking like a fake ass
like a prince, like a prince, like trying to look like Prince. Basically, I was like, what is this fool doing, man?
Yeah.
And if I were Charlo, I would do the same thing. Now I would like really put my fist on their neck and say, "You're not ordering this fight. Give me my mandatory defense, or give me my mandatory shot."
I see you in court.
You guys put me through the ringer already so many times. Enough is enough already. He needs to sue them. I would sue them if I were him. I would sue them. Because they're just like prolonging, because it all adds up to they're trying to protect Canelo.
Well, is that like a big enough company to where you can sue them? Because you know how big companies do when you try to sue them, they'll just stall it out forever.
No, I would sue them. I would still sue them, man.
It'll just sit there and take time. Hey, PK Boxing and MMA, what's up, my brother? Are you there?
Hello?
I thought he was there. What? I see him in the
let me ask you guys this. Do you think he should have to fight Triple G, the panel? Do y'all think he should have to fight?
No, he's already the mandatory. The only reason they ordering that fight because they know Canelo wants that fight and they know the money that fight can generate. It's the only reason they want that fight. So they pushing for Charlo to face him in a final eliminator. But as of right now, Charlo is the mandatory and been the mandatory for a year.
Exactly.
My question is this though: if Triple D don't, let's say Triple D take the fight and knock Jamal Charlo out, you know what I'm saying? They trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to protect Canelo in one instance. I know we all know that for a fact. But you know, and I think they're trying to do another thing too, whereas if Jamal Charlo knocks out Triple G, then that makes him and the Canelo fight bigger. But I don't think that they want that fight because I don't think Canelo wants that fight. People saying I don't think Canelo died in smoke. I think Canelo smoke free when it comes to Jamal Charlo. Canelo won't look that man in his eyes. He already see he's a killer. Like, man, I can do nothing with this dude. Canelo knows it. This ain't no damn Rocky Fielding. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Canelo may mess around and vacate that WBC strap. I would not be surprised if he does. I would really not be surprised.
Does anyone think Triple G even want the third fight with Canelo? I know the money's good, but you seen how much. You seen how
does want that fight, bro.
Triple G just want to cash out.
That's the only fight Triple G wants. If Triple G can fight the next 10 fights of nobody but Canelo, that's the only fight that dude would take.
He would.
Don't nobody want to see that shit.
No, I just meant that.
No, he wants that fight. Trust me.
Do you think he can win? Because
he does not care about winning. He's trying to cash out. He's trying to retire.
What's up, Mac?
I guess you're right.
What's up with it, PK?
What's going on, man? CB, what's up? What's up, Bob?
What's good, PK?
What's up, Fula? What's going on, y'all?
What's
y'all
up?
doing, man?
What's up?
So we talking about Triple G? Is that what he's like?
Well, the WBC and now they calling for after this fight Saturday they calling for a mandatory for Triple G and Canelo. I mean, and Charlo to fight for finals eliminator.
Triple G and Charlo. I mean, I think that's good for Charlo just because Triple G is a really big name, and if he goes out there and waxes Triple G, like I think he will. I mean, I think that's good for his profile. I mean, obviously, I want to see him fight. I'd rather see him fight Canelo because, like, dude, I don't know. Like, so do you know what Canelo is going to do? Like, have they said what is he? I see they said they want. I see here like the zone wants Canelo to fight Jacobs and Triple G, but what is like? What
Hold on, PK. That's Eddie Hearn talking. Zoning said that, so we don't believe the Pilgrim.
Oh yeah, exactly. Okay, well if it's Hearn, then fuck that. I don't believe a word he says.
Yeah.
That's what do y'all
he
think?
said. Here, I'm gonna tell you this: the zone won't even pick up White Chisora, but Eddie Hearn's coming out saying that the zone wants Canelo to fight Daniel Jacobs. Y'all already know he's full of shit.
Why Oscar said that? Why is he coming out saying that? Why is Oscar saying that? And you know what I'm saying? Why isn't Oscar not saying that?
People on their toes. But we all know that Canelo's gonna like fight this random guy. The thing is with Canelo, you have to wonder why he's calling out Floyd Mayweather, because he knows that like realistically, like that's like a fight that he wouldn't mind taking. You know, like that. Like honestly, he feels that with his improvements, he can really beat him this time. But at the end of the day, you don't see Canelo calling out anybody. You know, I've never seen Canelo call out another champion. Never. And the only guy he's calling out right now is Floyd. But Floyd, there's no need to call him out. He beat the brakes off of him.
That's what I'm saying. What is he doing? He's going all the way up to 168, and then he wants to go all the way back down and fight Floyd. What is Canelo doing, man? Who do y'all see Canelo fighting?
I'm gonna tell you like this. This is, and I agree with BLTB. BLTB said I don't see. He said I don't think Canelo is ducking. I think that he thinks that De La Hoya is the hoe that is ducking, and I agree. I think if Charlo, and this is what Charlo needs to do, and I'm a Charlo fan, and I'm telling you exactly what he needs to do. He needs to get in the ring with Canelo, go to a workout or a weigh-in or anything that Canelo, wherever Canelo is, and call this dude out to his face.
Get in his face, right?
Basically, Erislandy Lara.
I guarantee you they make that fight.
Like an Erislandy Lara.
Yeah.
They say some cold shit to him in Spanish or something, man. Oh, you know they make that fight.
Yeah.
Pull a Clubber Lane. Pull a Clubber Lane. We just talking about him earlier.
Right.
You ain't lying. Pull a cover. Yeah, pull a cover. Pull a cover. Yeah. Hey, tell Adrian to come over here and see what a real man is. Yeah. Pull a cover.
Real talk. Hey man,
Hey, the fool.
hey, and then too, man, with Canelo calling out Floyd, man, please know that anybody that calls out Floyd, yeah, they may believe that they'll beat Floyd, but the main reason they calling out Floyd is because they know that is going to be the biggest payday as far as pay-per-view goes that they probably going to make in their career.
Hey, Stormy,
Floyd
come
wouldn't
in.
fight on the
Hey, hold up.
Floyd wouldn't fight on the zone. Floyd would not fight on the zone.
Hell no. So I mean, so that's not gonna happen. And second off, Canelo Gonzalez and Floyd got to come to 160. We know that ain't happening. So I mean,
Floyd ain't gonna fight at 154. He'll go
Floyd
back.
You know what? I believe Floyd will fight on the zone, but the zone is gonna have to. They're gonna have to dump the entire bag at Floyd, though. Floyd will fight. If Floyd will fight a Chinese kickboxer, Floyd will fight on the zone.
A Japanese guy.
He'll fight on the zone, but he'll fight on the zone. But like I said, the zone is gonna have to empty the entire bag at Floyd if they want to get him over there. Floyd to go fight in the middle of a kiddie water park if they gave him enough money in bathing trunks.
Floyd,
Yeah.
I think Floyd is gonna.
I think Floyd will fight on the zone.
Sure, Jay will fight on the zone.
If they get that boy $30 million right now, cash, tax free, and they pay his tax debt, I guarantee he'll go fight on the zone right now. No problem.
So quick.
I think.
you know why? You know why he won't? Because guess what? You know why he won't? Because he gonna make. If you making $300 million in one night, why are you gonna go to the zone for just $30 million? Like hell no.
He's going over there to Japan to fight for $30 million.
Yeah,
that's in Japan. But I mean, but let's be honest though. Floyd, no. If I go on pay-per-view and I'm fighting Canelo, if he go over to the zone, that's cheating himself. That's what he's doing. He's cheating himself, and we all know Floyd is a greedy bastard.
Yeah,
that
but that's
greedy
why,
bastard ain't go.
But that's why I was saying, bro.
Only way he fights on the zone, they gonna have to give him like about between $300 to $500 million.
I don't think
that's the only way.
They wouldn't do.
I don't think it's gonna take that much. I don't think it's gonna take that much.
I think all they need to do is give Floyd $30 million, pay his tax debt, and give him a 1% stake in the company, and he'll go on there.
What?
Yep.
Man, this Japanese fight, man, Floyd is probably making more, but I don't know what the cost is at him making more. He may be in they may put him in like a bukkake flick or something like that. Knowing Floyd,
I think Floyd. I think Floyd is gonna fight.
Hold on. Man, chill out. Man. Don't fuck with I'm not trying to delete my live stream.
Okay, no more. It wasn't a curse word, though, man.
It wasn't a curse word, but we know what that means.
CB. So you don't think if DAZN gave Floyd $90 to $100 million, he go over there and fight on DAZN?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to tell you, like, what is $90 to $100 million when on one pay-per-view fight you're checking out $365 million? You know what I'm saying? $300 million. You're making Canelo's contract in one night. Yeah. So no, Floyd gonna be like, nah, he got to bring his ass over here on pay-per-view, and it's not gonna happen because guess what? Canelo signed exclusively to DAZN, and DAZN not gonna let him out.
Nope.
They want everything on streaming service because you know what I'm saying, to bring more people in. But Floyd, you know what I'm saying, like I said, Floyd's greed be like, nope. You got to come over here on Showtime and fight on this pay-per-view.
And that's my thing with DAZN, because if Canelo and the Charlo brothers going to a first bid and Canelo loses, guess what?
He's gonna drop that belt.
They're gonna have to go to Fox. Yeah, he gonna drop that belt. Same thing if Anthony Joshua and Wilder makes a contract. They not fighting on his own, but here AJ don't have a deal with DAZN. He has a deal with Matchroom.
Yeah, he
Matchroom
does.
has a deal with DAZN. But Matchroom gonna have to find a way to pay DAZN if that fight's not on DAZN. And
Yep.
Deontay Wilder's not fighting on no app. He wants pay-per-view. So they're gonna have to. How they gonna pay the zone?
Real talk,
man. To be honest, I don't think the zone is making any revenue, man. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't think anybody's subscribing because I said it before. What people are gonna do is when their fight is coming on, they're gonna sign up for a free trial, and then what's gonna happen is they're gonna cancel the free trial. And then when another fight comes on, they're going to use another email and another credit card for another free trial. And they're just going to keep on repeating it, man.
It's the same thing that I did when I had Netflix the first time.
Yes.
You know how many I got about 30 bullshit emails that I used. And I was going for that free help. It's the same thing. People, I got partners that's been had Netflix for 5 years that's never paid for it.
Oh my god! See, Netflix is slick. Netflix is slick. You can't cancel your account from the thing. You have to do it up online.
Yeah,
that's funny, bro.
So I'm just saying, if you think you can't do this with the zone,
the same thing.
And the crazy thing about it, my brother got the zone. Let me tell you what he did. The day he got the zone, he canceled it. Once you cancel it, you get a free. You still get the month for free after you cancel it.
People are going to do that all day. You know what people may do? They may even re-up. They may even cancel. They may even cancel like 5 accounts. You know, they'll like cancel like one account 1 month, then another account the other month, and then another account the next month. If there's any
exactly, so because the zone
I was listening to somebody's channel, and I can't remember some YouTube channel I was listening to, and they were talking about the DAZN thing with the free subscriptions. Apparently, what's going to happen is somewhere here within the next somewhere in 2019, DAZN is going to stop doing that 30-day free trial thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's money. That's why.
Yeah. So that's coming.
Yeah.
So everybody that's we doing the free trial thing right now, but they're gonna cut that short sometime in the near future.
Okay.
They're losing so let's say money, they do. That's why
they losing money, but let's say they do. You still have things like, okay, I get the AJ and Wilder fight on the zone. I could pay this $10. That's cheaper than paying the money, the $75 for a pay-per-view.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
And then they haven't been putting on any good fights, so why would anybody get the app anyway when I can stream it all day in $1?
Well, you know, man, these Anthony Joshua and Canelo fans, man, a lot of them were content with that fight that we watched on Saturday. In fact, you had Canelo fans saying he completed a legacy, he did a legacy. And we're actually happy at that trash.
What Canelo fan?
A lot of the Canelo fans, man. Like when you look in these Facebook groups, man. Like
I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know. I deleted my Facebook page a year ago.
Man,
hey, you guys do know that the WBC has announced that they're ordering Jamal Charlo Triple G.
That's actually where we are right now.
Charlie.
Oh, okay, the reorder that fight. The reordering of that fight is absolutely hilarious. We know that Triple G not taking that fight because he's likely going to get the Canelo fight.
It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. It looks
good, but that's actually that ordering was to actually help Canelo, man. Because they don't care about Triple G, never have. They've always wanted to get Canelo Alvarez back, man. But that ordering was to help Canelo, man, to try to take the pressure off of Canelo Alvarez not fighting Jamal Charlo, man, and that's where it really comes down to at the end of the day. Yeah. They don't want Canelo Alvarez. They're not going to try to force Canelo Alvarez to face no tough fight, man. So it was actually an order to try to protect him and to buy him some more time, just in case Canelo decides he want to fight somebody else besides Jamal Charlo or Triple G. There's no force. He's not going to be forced. But they're
keep on telling people, bro. He's going to vacate that belt.
Here's the thing, though. They're trying to give Triple G, trying to give Triple G something to do. Just in case if Canelo decides not to fight Triple G next year, then he's like, look, you can take the interim title, and then it puts you in position to get that fight. And then Triple G like, nah, I'm not going for that. I'm not going through that. I just keep fighting. If I just keep fighting tomato cans on a regular basis, Canelo Alvarez, even if he makes me wait one more year, will eventually want to fight that third fight. Because Triple G, he always has that fight. Because I'm gonna tell you, Triple G is just sticking around for this final for the trilogy.
This final hurrah.
He gonna retire after the trilogy, in my opinion. That's what I think is gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna fight no more after that fight. He just wants his last Canelo bag. That's what he's waiting on, and he don't care. He don't care. There's no shame for a lot of these fighters that they know how much. No matter how much you embarrass these dudes or anything else, man. There's no shame. There's no shame at all, man. It's disgusting, man. That fans continue to make excuses for these fighters, man. And it is what it is, man. I just want to throw that out there. Oh man, I'm sitting there looking at these NBA highlights. Everybody talking about
how about my
Rockets? Talking about Steph Curry. Talking about Steph Curry. Hey, man, all y'all teams just going to sit down. The Warriors gonna win the championship. Just let you know we're gonna win.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Word on the street is there's like beef in the locker room with Kevin Durant. Like a lot of the players.
I'm not worried about that. This is probably their last year together, but I'm not worried about that. They will win again, 4 out of 5, man, because that's what they want to do. Kevin Durant was even talking about that. They want to win this fourth one. And they want to win this fourth one, man. After that, my guess is that this team will be more than likely with the beginnings of the team being broken up. This will happen after this year, but they definitely going to go for it this last year. They're going to have Boogie Cousins is coming back. So they're going to have Boogie Cousins with a starting 5, with 5 All-Stars in the starting lineup, man. Just letting y'all know, man, get prepared for it. They're going for the 5th title. For the 4th title, man, in 5 years, man. I appreciate that. You guys should enjoy it with me as a Warriors fan who watched years of bad basketball. I'm enjoying this. So I'm just like, if you guys are watching basketball,
how many years have my Rockets had bad basketball?
No, your Rockets ain't had nothing like what the Warriors had, bro. Nothing. Nothing. And I've been watching basketball since the '80s, man.
Y'all got more. We had Moses Malone back then, and he took us to a championship to lose and to get Hakeem and lose again, and then he went to the Sixers and won.
How many times 13-win season?
Huh?
How many times have it a 13-win season?
We had a team with Chase Budinger as our superstar and didn't have a 13-win. We almost made the playoffs in the West.
I know exactly. We had a 13-win season. We had a 13-win season and a 19-win season. So you haven't like me.
No.
Yeah. You haven't suffered like me, bro. I don't care what anybody say. If all the people that's acting like the Warriors have been on top forever, they haven't. The Warriors, this is new. The Warriors have been a bad basketball team most of my life. I mean,
y'all have had some good teams, man. We had some good
teams, and we had a lot of bad teams. You're talking about doing a run TMC time. Before then, we had Sleepy Floyd, which was a decent team. And then, hold on, but they traded. This is what the Warriors did. The Warriors ended up trading, which turned out to be Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish for Joe Barry Carroll. These are the kind of moves the Warriors made.
Y'all had a squad with y'all when y'all had Mitch Richmond. Y'all had y'all had Mitch Richmond. Y'all had Chris Mullins.
What era was that? That was the Lakers. That was the Showtime Lakers era, the Jordan era, the Pistons era, the Celtics era. So those teams were good teams, but they weren't no championship capable team. They didn't play no defense.
What about when y'all had Barry?
We had some really, really horrific teams, man. I'm talking about in them 2000s, bro. In them 2000s, oh my God, man. The Warriors just came good in 2011. 2007 too. 2007 too. But before then, since 1994, before 2007, since 1994, they were terrible. They were a horrible franchise. Then after that, they made some trades, and then they went back to being a horrible franchise that they were beforehand. So the Warriors has had a lot of bad years, man. A lot of bad years. I'll tell you, most of my life, the Warriors have been trash. And I'm telling you, man, so we had some good years where you're basically, oh my God, we're lucky. We're the 6th seed. Yay, 6th seed. So you're the 6th seed in the year where Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers are the #1 seed. Or you know what I'm saying? Or you making the playoffs. And I mean, what was the point of making the playoffs knowing the Lakers is there? Knowing in the Eastern Conference that you got the Celtics and the Pistons and the Bulls and you know what I mean? And that conference was loaded. They had no chance to go anywhere.
Hey, Muhammad's the one said he's right. Golden State used to be a drug den stop for visiting teams before Mitch, Timmy, and Chris got in there.
Facts, man.
Oh man.
Hey, I want to ask this real quick, man. Y'all were talking about Triple G and chasing Canelo, man. But how much longer does Triple G have to wait on Canelo? Because it's not like that dude is a spring chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Triple G, in my eyes, only has maybe 3 more fights left in it. Period. 3 more before he starts just on a losing bench.
Oh, here's everything. He gonna fight. He gonna fight really low level competition, and then after
that's it. He gonna get clipped by one of them guys.
Nah, he ain't gonna fight. He gonna fight the super safe of the super safe. It ain't gonna be some puncher. I guarantee you, he won't fight no punchers or anybody like that. Even if it's a lower level guy, it's gonna be somebody who can't hit that hard. Somebody who can walk. He gonna be fighting them kind of dudes until he get the Canelo fight, and he gonna be allowed to get away with it too. So you know it. Everybody get ready for it. He's gonna be allowed to get away with it. No one's gonna question it except for us. We're gonna be outnumbered by all the people who want to protect this dude because they want to see, for whatever reason, people want to see this trilogy where Triple G is gonna get destroyed because he's probably gonna be 37, 38 years old when Canelo decides to take the fight. Because Canelo may not fight this dude. I think he'll possibly fight him at the end of 2019, but he may not fight him until September, until Mexican Independence Day of 2020. I mean, and if he'd be an idiot to wait that long, but it don't matter. He'll wait that long and then he'll retire because he's going to wait for that bag, but he's not going to put himself in any kind of jeopardy while he's waiting for the bag because he doesn't believe he could beat Jamal Charlo, period. He don't want to fight that dude at all, man. He know it's going to happen.
Hey, Callie, you made me laugh while I was rolling. I had muted myself. You said, no, y'all ain't got nothing.
Nah, man, we had the Warriors had some awful teams, bro. Like I said, me growing up as a Warriors fan and witnessing some of the worst basketball, man. Mookie Blaylock as a starter. Bimbo Coles. Bimbo Coles is a starting point guard, man.
You can't talk bad about Mookie. I actually like Mookie. Mookie
was good when he came to us, bro. He was past. He was done when he came to us. We got him, bro. We got him. He was done. Warriors. I'll tell you, man, the Warriors drafted Todd Fuller. Hold on, the Warriors drafted Todd Fuller over Kobe Bryant. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know right there. Todd Fuller. Do you remember Todd Fuller? I remember him. He went to North Carolina State. He wasn't that good at North Carolina State, but he played 4 years of college, but he sucked.
Y'all always pick a 4-year players. Look at Clay and Steph.
It's crazy because I'm watching I was watching the old highlights of the Warriors, and it looked like they had potential when they had Tim Hardaway, Chris Webber, Latrell Sprewell, and those kind of guys.
Tim Hardaway never got a chance to play with them because the Warriors only had Chris Hardaway. I mean, the Warriors only had Chris Webber for 1 year because he got into it with Don Nelson was an idiot. Don Nelson wanted him to play. Yeah, Don Nelson wanted him to play center when he was actually a power forward. He didn't want to go look for no center. You know, Don Nelson wanted to play the stupid small ball when centers were actually dominant back then. So he wasn't a center. He was a power forward, and he had post moves to shoot from the mid range, take the guy, take off the dribble and stuff like that. But he couldn't play defense for nothing. I'm talking about Chris. But but he didn't want him to. So in that year, Chris Webber's rookie year, Tim Hardaway tore his ACL in training camp, so we never got a chance to see that. It was Jennings, man. Why can't Keith Jennings, who was a starting point guard for the Warriors? They won 50 games that year, but they were knocked out by the Phoenix Suns, man, in the playoffs. So I remember that, man. That was a potential.
That was a potential team then.
Nah, they want a good defensive team, man. So they were always going to run into problems. And once a team that can actually play good defense ran into them, whether it would be turn out to be Seattle later or something like that, they was always going to run into problems, man, because they just want a good defensive team. Whether this Warriors team plays defense, so there's a difference between the two teams. This Warriors team would beat that Warriors team because this is the Warriors team do what that team could do on both ends of the court. And that's the difference between those two. Whereas Chris Muller couldn't.
You there, Kelly? You there, Kelly?
Better defensive than Chris Muller. And you just think about Tim Hardaway couldn't defend either. Mitch Richmond went on the team after that. Mitch Richmond. Sprewell came the year after that. Sprewell came after that because they had already got rid of Mitch Richmond. They traded Mitch Richmond for Billy Owens, who turned out to be a nobody. After that, another awful deal. Mitch Richmond actually did play defense. He guarded Michael Jordan better than anybody. I mean,
no, he didn't. And I beg to differ. And and even Michael Jordan would tell you.
No one can stop Michael Jordan, but he can prevent Michael Jordan from overpowering.
Vernon Maxwell gave Jordan the most problems in Jordan's basketball history, and he'll tell you.
No, actually, that's not true. Actually, Michael Jordan even admitted that it was Mitch Richmond. No, Michael Jordan admitted. Michael Jordan.
He said he hated playing Vernon Maxwell.
I can actually show you. No. Stay ready. I can tell you. He actually said Mitch Richmond was his toughest guard. That's a fact. To Mitch Rich, because don't forget here's the difference between Vernon Maxwell, because Vernon Maxwell was 6'3", a point guard, basically he was a tweener. So I know who Vernon Maxwell was. I know exactly who he is. Haitian dude, man. But I'm telling you this right now, Vernon Maxwell was a good defender, man. But Mitch Richmond, elite defender, strong. Exactly. Mitch Richmond, elite defender, very strong. He could penetrate because of his strength, and he had an elite first step. And he could shoot on top of that, too. Let's put it this way. He became a better shooter as his career went on, but he was a great defender coming out of Kansas State. So I remember all these dudes. I remember watching these dudes, and
if Vernon Maxwell would have stayed off the crack, I think he'd have been one hell of a star. If he'd have stayed out of Harlem Nights, that's that used to be one of the best strip clubs in Houston. It ain't that you walk in Harlem Nights, you might catch something. But if he would have stayed his ass out of Harlem Night and out of Fifth Ward, then man, he could have been something.
That Rockets team was nice though, man. With Sam Cassell, man, basically had 3 guards out, but because Olajuwon was so much of a monster, his footwork is what separated him from everybody else, man. Dude probably had the best footwork that I ever seen from a center in my life. With
that's why
Olajuwon, man.
Say behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, because Kareem is the best center ever. Don't care what
I would say Kareem is the best center ever, but. No, I still think his footwork is better than Olajuwon's. Just because I'm saying Hakeem's footwork is better than Kareem doesn't mean I think that he's a better player. I'm just saying I think his.
What my take I was gonna say is that Kareem is the next best center ever in basketball, and that's the reason I even like the Rockets right now is because Kareem. I mean, it's because of Hakeem. But one thing about Hakeem, he's still the defensive leader. Ain't nobody got more blocks than him. Nobody. And you wasn't coming in the paint on him. Ask Shaq.
No, that's a fact. The only way Shaq was able to give him problems is when Shaq just decided, I'm just gonna run you over. And which Shaq did that because there's nothing you can do when Shaq decided to do that to people.
No, but even when Shaq tried to do that, he couldn't because he thought Hakeem was a punk.
No, but here's the thing. Hakeem did a good job. Well, Hakeem was stronger than what you thought too, but what Hakeem used his quickness. Hakeem was much quicker than Shaq, so he could maneuver himself in position to challenge Shaq at the rim, also to prevent the ball from getting inside. He was a really good post defender. That was an underrated part of his defense. So he did a good job at preventing Shaq from catching the ball where he wanted to catch the ball. Oh, and he also would deflect the ball and knock the ball away from him, or prevent the ball from getting entered into the paint. Because if Shaq catches the ball at the rim, it's over. I don't care who you are.
It
don't matter, man.
Hey, what's up, Callie? How you doing, brother? Hey, man. Speaking of Shaq, my Magic done won 3 in a row, man. Not to Well, we won. Excuse me, we won 2 in a row. But yeah, man, we're just about at 500. I don't know, man. I don't see it.
I'm still waiting for somebody who plays center in college. And I'm telling you, the first guy who decides that they want to be like Shaq or Olajuwon, actually have really good footwork at center, that guy's gonna dominate the league because I mean, there's no defense of that. No one's ready to defend that right now. That guy because the way everybody shoots the basketball now, you put 4 shooters around this dude who could dominate in the paint and who could defend and rebound. To me, that's going to be the team that's going to be able to slow down these run and gun teams because you're going to be able to walk the ball up the court.
That's why I like Clint Capella. But he needs some more size on it.
Clint Capella ain't really got no real post moves, though, man.
No,
he catches the ball. He's more of a catch. You know what I'm saying? After all that, that's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for the next center. I don't know who this is, but, a lot of stuff comes in waves. But someone has to teach one of these kids, like, look, man, you got height and size. Look, man, we're going to work on, screw all this other stuff. We can work on your shooting, the mid-range jump and all that stuff later. First thing we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to work with your back to the basket, man.
Post moves.
Man, post moves, I'm telling you, post moves, when teams have droughts, when it's just one day where you just can't make nothing on the outside. And you can just dump it inside the post, man, and get some scoring. Oh man, dude! Teams go cold for 5, 6, 7 minutes because they can't dump it into the post and get an easy basket.
Put your back right to him. Just Shaq. I mean, not everyone is like Shaq. Like we drafted Bomba or whatever, and he's really good defensively. But man, I don't know. He needs to work on his shooting and
But you gotta think about it. Mo Bamba's still green. He just came out of college. From
That's
Texas.
what I'm saying, man.
Give him time.
No, but something serious. These dudes, but that's what's wrong now, though. All these dudes come out of college, man, after 1 year, 2 years. I understand it's about you going to want to come get paid, but there was a time where these dudes would stay in college for 3 years, learn post moves, learn great footwork, come out polished, man, come out knowing how to do that stuff. And the only thing they would add, like Hakeem Olajuwon added the mid-range jumper. Hakeem Olajuwon added the mid-range jumper, but these dudes already came out with good footwork, man.
But these coaches ain't teaching them nothing in college either. Calipari not trying to teach these guys.
Hell no, man. See, I didn't like
when
he came out and straight up said that he was like, yeah, man, I'm just feeding these guys right into the NBA. It's like, God damn, dude, you're not even gonna try and develop them a little bit. Like, shit.
No, he don't. That's why Darren Fox is just now starting to look good because he learned after a year in Sacramento. He learned.
No, but some of the stuff has to start in high school, but it's hard because all these kids play AAU basketball. None of these AAU basketball coaches are teaching postmen how to use footwork and play down in the paint, man. And it also comes from some kid who's going to want to look at that like, look, man, I'm gonna add a skill that don't nobody else have in the league. I'm telling you, the first guy that seems to understand this, to me, that, like I've told people before, you can find some athletic freak who can develop those type of skills. Man, I would try to go find Hakeem Olajuwon tapes, look at his footwork, and do that every single day. Just work on that, and then work on some of the stuff. Because I'm serious, his footwork. The reason why it was natural for him to do that because of his soccer background. So, and that's what helped him out with his footwork. His soccer background helped him with balance, helped him with it. Because, everything was so fluid for Hakeem Olajuwon, but it also came with a lot of work. But the soccer background helped too. But, man, I would just watch his tapes, man. Watch his feet. I would just talk to anybody. Whether if you're 6'10", and up 6'9", because you ain't got to be 6. Man, you could be 6'8". And you got just use his footwork, man. I promise you, man. You won't be stopped. You won't be stopped. These dudes can't defend it. They don't know how to defend the post anymore. They won't stop you, man. I promise you. If you learn Hakeem Olajuwon's move, you will be unstoppable. There will be nothing they can do except double and triple team in the post, which will leave guys wide open.
Fouls like crazy.
Oh my God, man! I don't know how people can't see it. That guy's gonna get paid because no one can stop that guy. Mm-hmm. For real.
You want to know the funny thing, Callie? I think when it comes to being big like that and actually moving like that, it's not actually in the condition; it's in the mind. You can look at big people like that and just put themselves in that position, and they could be like the fastest player or the quickest player if they just put themselves in that right mindset. It's not always the conditioning.
Well, it does come down to whether someone wants to do it. You got to want to do that too, man. To me, though. Man, I wish I could talk to one of these kids like, man, you guys do know that there's a hole, man. There's an opening for post players, man. For real. If a post player would
You got quiet again on me.
anybody who has any post moves is going you have monster games all day. So DeMarcus Cousins is about the only guy who has real who has well Joe Embiid has a little bit, but DeMarcus Cousins is the only one who has more than one move down on the post, man. And that's why he picks up a lot of fouls. Now he's stupid sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? Because if you go in and back people down that and start jamming on them, they'll get frustrated and you'll start drawing fouls like crazy. Yeah, I agree with you, Callie.
You're not supposed to swat it. You're not supposed to swat at people. You're just supposed to tip it.
The problem with Joel Embiid is that when he does have somebody, but when he's actually playing against somebody that's bigger, like matter of fact, give you an example. When he played against Blake Griffin, the reason Blake Griffin went off on him is because when he started backing him down, he'll turn around and start facing him and start trying to dribble the ball. You a big man that can't really dribble that good, and you trying to dribble the ball to show your dribbling skills, you're gonna get stripped or you can't shoot off the dribble. Why are you doing it? And why is the coach even allowing him doing it? Every time he do that, if I was the coach, you pull his ass out the game.
Yeah, I'm like, man, you better. Only thing he should be playing with his back to the basket, man, because he can do it a little bit. But like I said, I'll be every summer. That's all I'll be working on, man. Is that I know he will like he can shoot the three a little bit. He can shoot the mid range a little bit. That's cool, man. But man, the low post game. Well, man, you'll wear dudes out, man. No one's gonna be able to deal with you. No one's going to be able to deal with you. And to me, I wouldn't even run. I wouldn't run. I'd walk the ball up because I would keep the score down. And by holding on possessions and getting rebounds, you miss a shot. A lot of more than likely, you're gonna get the rebound and dribble it back out, dump it back into the post, work, and then you'll be able to keep the score there. You'll decrease the amount of possessions that your opponent has. And that's going to give you a chance to win every single game. Plus, when the games are tight, you're going to know that you have an opportunity to score because you have a low post player who can get you something and you can get you a high percentage shot.
You're going to score. You get people in foul trouble. You get them. You get them second guessing themselves when you go to the basket. Man, yeah, it's nice, dude. I'm totally with you. Good shit,
man. I just don't get it, man. I'm completely baffled by the way these dudes get down today, man. I don't get it, man. I don't, because to me, I think it's clearly obvious what should be happening with these dudes, man. But like I said, you got to teach these, you got to tell these kids, man. You got to teach. Somebody has been wanting to teach these kids, like, man, if we bring half court back, I mean, listen, I do like the run and gun. I like because we always had multiple styles. There were run and gun teams back then, but the teams that beat them were teams who could do both. You know what I mean? You can still be able to do both. Take one of the kids that are very athletic, because Mo Bamba is completely his athleticism is through the roof, man. He's very strong.
Yeah.
You teach good footwork and stuff like that, man. Kid will be unstoppable, man. He'll be an offensive rebounding freak, and he'll be able to give you low posts in the paint. It's cool to get dunks and stuff, but it's also cool to be able to do a Shaq. Shaq had good footwork too, even though it wasn't as good as Elijah one. But Shaq could spin off of you. Shaq could spin fake one way and go back the other way and get a dunk or get a layup, or he could come back, or he'll fake. So he'll fake over the left shoulder and come back to the right shoulder and lay it up off the glass, or he'll fake to the right and then come back with the left hook, man. I mean, with the right hook, man, and with the hook shot, man. It just look quick. A little hook jumper, man. He'll throw that. And the footwork, man. I'm just telling you that but he shot. I think he was hitting like 55% of his shots, man, which is extremely high. I mean, that's devastation down there, man. You know that you're gonna get a good look down there every single time, man. I don't get it, man. These dudes wouldn't be able to do nothing with you because they would have to go back to trying to teach post defense and stuff like that.
Man, so I'm 6'7". Like when I would play, like
damn, your ass tall as hell, PK.
When I would play Y ball, like I was terrible about it.
Oh man.
When I would play Y ball, like my coaches would always try and tell me this stuff, like these fundamental, like big man, like center post moves, and I couldn't really do them, man. But they would always like preach it, like, man, you can do this, you can do that, you can get like just like you were saying, like backing people down, faking one way, going right back over. But I just didn't have at that time I didn't have the ups. I wasn't really that coordinated. like blah blah blah. Like, I could play good D, and I could like I was a good passer and stuff, but I couldn't really shoot that good and shit. But man, those I would always get preached that, man. Like, and I even did when I lived in Little Rock. I went to a UALR like Trojan. Like it was like it was like a training summer camp for like kids and stuff, and they would tell me the same things, man. Like it's just good, like just good fundamentals for a center, and I agree with you, man. Like you just don't see it enough, man. But Mo Bamba, man, I agree. Like I think if he gets coached well and he gets developed well, man, he's young, so I think dude, it'd be good for us to have that, especially with like Davis, it'd be good.
PK, I'm gonna tell you, as far as your Orlando Magic go, y'all only have two issues. You need a point guard and you need a coach.
Yep.
That's it. If y'all, because you got Mo. Mo just need to be coached with a good coach. Aaron Gordon already know what to do.
Yep.
And I know. Even Fournier is a hell of a role player. So you got a squad. You just need a coach. You need a coach, and you need a coach on the floor at point guard.
Yep, exactly. Completely agree.
I know all about Aaron Gordon, man. I remember his brother, man. But him and his brother, they went to Archbishop Mitty out of San Jose, man. It's a private school out here, man. It's a
You keep going in and out, Callie.
Regular basis, man. They compete for the state championship most of the time, man, or a lot of times, man. It's they're no joke. That's a heck of a school, man. Him and his brother are both freak athletes, man. He's more of a freak athlete than his brother, though. But both dudes were real good, man. That's San Jose, man. Let's tell you about the Bay Area, man. He played for the Oakland Soldiers too, man. Oakland Soldiers is a AAU basketball team out of Oakland, man. They changed the rules of AAU basketball because, man, let me tell you about this team in AAU basketball, man. That was the Oakland Soldiers one time. They had Leon Poe. Leon Poe, you guys know Leon Poe used to play for the Boston Celtics. He went to Cal. They had LeBron James. They had Kendrick Perkins. Who else did they have on there? Marquise Cayley. All these dudes ended up either playing for top college basketball programs or ended up going to the NBA, man. Or I was just telling you, yeah, but Kendrick Perkins, LeBron James, Marquise Cayley, Leon Poe, all played on the same basketball.
Hey,
I keep imagining Cali Enigma like tripping and falling, like every time he's talking, like he's go ahead.
I know we talking basketball, but I want to get back into some boxing real quick. Dan Raphael, I just got a notification from ESPN, and Dan Raphael just dropped the Boxing Writers Associations of America finalists for the ballots of 2018 awards in 8 categories. And as of right now, the nominees for organization most prestigious award, which is the Sugar Ray Robinson Fighter of the Year. As of right now, you got Usyk, you got Lomachenko, you got Maurice Hooker, Mikey Garcia, and Terrence Crawford. Then you have and the Muhammad Ali Joe Frazier Fight of the Year award is nominees are Deontay Wilder and Luis King Kong Ortiz, Jerry Hurd and Nezralon De Lara, Lomachenko and Linares, and Salcedo and Lenny Zapovina, I guess, and Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. June, I guess that's the one that Canelo won. Also, the nominees for the Eddie Funch Trainer of the Year award is are Anthony Lomachenko, Jay Diaz, Robert Garcia, and Derek James. Nominees for the Customato Manager of the Year awards go to Keith Conley, Igis Klimas, Chipa Reynoso, and Sam Keskovic. And the Sam Todd Broadcast Award nominees are Showtime President Steven Espinoza, HBO analyst Roy Jones, Showtime Sports David Dinkins, HBO senior producer Dave Harmon, and Showtime Sports broadcaster Jim Gray. And the nominees for the Bill Crawford Award for Courage is among the adversities or the late Senator John McCain, main event promoter Kathy Duva, lineal heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, trainer Jose Santa Cruz, and Showtime broadcaster Brian Custer. They really got a few more on here. I'm just giving y'all the information. I'm gonna put that link in the description so you guys can go to it if you for the people that are still listening, because that's gonna be interesting, because I honestly believe the majority of these awards are gonna go to this is the ESPN awards. The majority of these awards are gonna go to ESPN fighters. They always do. I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo and Triple G got Fighter of the Year though. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, I can see that too.
That would be crazy. Usyk deserves that.
Fight of the year? I'm not saying fighter. I'm talking about fight.
Fights. I'm sorry.
Usyk ain't even in the category. I told y'all who's my fight of the year. That's Islam Dillar and Unheard. That's the best fight of this year to me, in my eye. Don't get it wrong. Wilder Ortiz was a great fight. Hell, Canelo and Triple G. I said I knew that fight was gonna get nominated. I said it in a video. You can go check the video out. I knew that.
I thought Wilder Fury was a great fight.
It was, but I don't know why that's not even nominated.
Yeah,
I think there's more fights that can like take that out, because, like you said, you got the Sullivan Barrera in the Bivol fight. You got the Bivol and Isaac Chilemba.
If you take those fights, would you? If you took those fights, which fight is better, Ortiz and Wilder or Fury and Wilder?
Man, that's a tough one, dude. I
Ortiz and Wilder definitely, because it was a knockout. Because it was definitely a knockout, and it was more competitive.
But a knockout don't always make the best fight. Just because
of course not. But as far as what the casual fans want to see, that's what they want to see.
Of course.
And
I would say the Fury Ortiz, Wilder Ortiz, because both fighters were hurt in the fight, and it was actually back and forth.
Yeah, it was a lot back and forth, man. There was so much drama in that fight, and there was drama in Wilder Fury too. But most of that was like it was kind of like waiting to see if Wilder could land the punch that he eventually did. But I don't know, man. I was on the edge of my seat for both of those fights. I am biased towards Wilder. He's my favorite fighter, but I would put both of those fights in fight of the year. But man, Mac, I gotta agree with you, dude. Laura versus her was just a great fight, dude. That's definitely up there in my top like 2 or 3 fights of the year for sure.
I'm telling you, that's my fight of the year. It might not be everybody else's, but that's mine. I love that fight.
It was great, man. Just to see the boxing skill of Laura with the determination and like the come forward pressure of Hurd,
and the chin of Hurd.
Yeah, goddamn, the chin of Hurd.
Yeah. Yep.
I like Usyk versus Gassiev. Even though it was like a one-sided fight, it was still pretty entertaining.
That's for as a one-sided fight. I like as a boxing fan, I like to see both fighters in a great. I want to see both of them go through adversity in the fight. That's why I can understand why they made Lomachenko Linares as a fight of the year, because you didn't think Lomachenko was gonna pull that fight off because Linares was giving him that work, but he ended up pulling that fight off because you seen Lomachenko in adversity and him coming back and winning that fight.
It's actually a good fight, but I totally forgot about. And I'm going to name another fight that was probably better as far as what people can remember. But Jose Ramirez fought Orozco, but he did beat Amir Imam this year, and that actually was a great fight.
Yeah,
that fight was actually really entertaining. If you actually look at that fight, Jose Ramirez versus Amir Imam.
Hell, Mikey and Robert Easter was a pretty damn good fight.
Yeah, it was.
That was a fight.
I'll tell you a fight that I really liked, and a lot of people might not agree with me, man, but that Dogbo Navarrete fight, that was a good fight.
That was good. That was definitely good. I didn't expect that at all.
Yes,
man. I actually picked Navarrete in that fight too, man. But just to see nice. because Dogbo, I saw with Navarrete, man. and all of his prior fights, bro, he's a punches and bunches volume puncher type fighter, and he's sloppy. His footwork is awkward, but he always overwhelmed his opponent with the punches. And Dog Bay being so little, I didn't see how he was going to be able to, if he couldn't get inside and work the body effectively like he did in spurts. I didn't see how he was going to be able to overcome that onslaught of punches that Navarrete was known for.
He wasn't throwing a lot of punches either, man. He was just looking for that one shot. Like he was just throwing like power shots. It would be like a leaping like straight right or like
lunging hook.
Yeah, exactly like gazelle.
They would work though. They work very effectively.
It worked good, but I heard that he's like he only really spars with his brother. Like he doesn't really bring in other sparring partners, and he doesn't like. He only really hits the double in bag, and that I mean every fighter has their training and their ways and means, but I thought that was a little surprising to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did anyone remember Miguel Burchett versus Miguel Roman?
Yeah. Say it again.
Miguel Burchett versus Miguel Roman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's man. That was a good fight.
That was entertaining.
Miguel Burchett gives Lomachenko a lot of fits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Miguel, he's one of the. He's actually a really, really good boxer, bro. That's like one of the best boxer punchers, like at 130. And I mean, at 130. So I mean, he can move up easily, in my opinion. He just, I think the only competition he really have to wait. Robert Deese is probably moving up, so.
Ain't no problem. He's moving up. He said he was moving up. Hey, y'all, it's about 6:20. We've been on here for about 2.5 hours. I know 7-8 getting ready to come on at 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to cut this one short and get everybody last words. And I'm gonna start off with.
I just got to say something to you, man.
What's up?
Eddie Hearn told me he was coming to slap the taste out your mouth, man. He just said he was ready for you.
I'm ready for it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm
gonna give you some advice. Don't fight him, Sue.
These fighters and these managers in the UK, they be watching YouTube a lot. Cause you remember Billy Joe Sanders called out. Hey, stay ready. You remember Billy Joe Sanders called out 78?
Yeah, in an interview with Radio Raccoon.
Yeah,
no, it was IFL.
Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That shit right there was hilarious. I'm like, you just gave my boy, I don't know how many followers. Go ahead and talk your shit, Billy Joe.
Hey man, that just lets you know, bro, that they hear our voice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What we doing on this YouTube thing, it ain't in vain. You know what I'm saying? We striking a nerve with them dudes.
Damn right.
Anybody believe that? This is the last thing to say. Anybody believe? I don't believe that 28 million. Like I keep telling people, man. The money ain't there unless the zone is gonna drop a bag. Like, I guess the zone is gonna try to fight to try to get that Wilder Fury fight on its app. But it's like, if I'm Wilder, like, why would I want to fight on your app? You have no audience. You gotta hope that we can attract the audience to you. Whether it's when it's different for pay-per-view, because I can just bring my audience to buy mine. But you're trying to get us to hope that it's just not feasible for the zone to have that fight. It's just not enough money to be there because it costs $10. It costs $10. So you got to hope that you can get 40, 50 million people to watch that fight. But here's the thing. So that one fight right there, so that's for the month. So that 40 million people get it. And there's something, like I said, most of these people are going to be free. So that month is going to be free. So it's not going to generate anything. So I don't understand how this is going to be. How is this going to make money on that app, man? I don't see how they make money on that app unless you eliminate the free trial and force everybody to pay, which then you would have to. Then you're still going to need about 200 million people for it to be worth it. I don't see.
I'm gonna give you one even better. They don't think about the amount of subscribers that Netflix has. So think about the money that they offer people to come do shows and to come do comedy specials, to come start doing Netflix series. How much they pay those guys? They don't pay them as nearly as much as boxers make.
Nope.
Nobody. Not even Dave Chappelle signed $40 million for 2 comedy specials, so that was $20 million in special.
Right.
You're trying to offer $28 million for one fight to Deontay Wilder, and you don't have 1/10 of the subscribers that Netflix has.
Shoot,
You don't have
ain't
1/20th.
You ain't got 1/1000th of the subscribers that Netflix got.
So if you really trying to make that fight happen, you're gonna have to get out there, and you're gonna have to start spending you're gonna spend about $100 million just on promoting this company, to start putting advertisements up. Super Bowl's coming up. You better have about 4 Super Bowl commercials for the zone.
Yep.
College, all these bowl games coming up. You better start putting the zone. Let me stop giving them game. No, I'm not for to tell them what to do, because I need money for mine.
Doing that. Hey, I've started to see the zone apps on everything. I was watching UFC on FS1, the preliminary, and the zone ads came on like 1,000 times, man. It kept coming on. So they were promoting the crap out of that app, man. So they are promoting it, but the problem is they just showing Canelo. See, it was a boring commercial, man, and they don't tell you who he's fighting. You know what I mean? Not telling you he's fighting Rocky Fielding, because Rocky Fielding ain't gonna sign. So they get you when you're promoting the fight. You're supposed to promote both fighters, the opponent and Canelo. It can't just be Canelo. If people don't perceive Canelo to Rocky Fielding to be a threat, people aren't going to get it, and that's where the problem's coming from. People want to not. They don't want to know who's going to win that fight. They want it to be a fight where it's like, look, he can actually lose this fight. So then it becomes worth people's while. They haven't. They can't. I'm going to tell you this too. The $10 is not enough. They have to charge a premium for that app, man, to make the money, to make the kind of money that they need to. So let's just say some magic way. It ain't gonna happen.
Quick question for the panel, right? Real quick. Quick question for the panel, real quick. Does Callum Smith have a belt?
Yeah, he does. He's a WBA super champion. He's a WBA.
Yeah, he's a super champion.
Well, word from the grapevine is Canelo's trying to fight him.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it.
That's a rumor right now. Canelo not gonna put himself in that
that's
kind
what's
of
going
danger.
around.
He's not gonna put himself in that kind of danger.
Yeah, I don't believe that, man. Not the way that Canelo's been moving, the way he's been calling out Floyd and stuff. That just doesn't.
Callum Smith is not Beefy Smith.
No. Callum Smith is the real deal, man.
Hey, okay, well then, what was the whole point of jumping up to 168 and snatching a regular title then?
Why? Because they know. Hold on, let me say this real quick. I can answer that real quick. Just like Triple G, when Triple G had his regular title and his fake interim title, they give you credit, or they'll give him credit, because if you black, you ain't gonna get that credit. But they're gonna give him credit for being a real champion, even though it's a fake belt. Now I give Dan Raphael credit, because Dan Raphael, even though I know he did that because he's out there looking out for Triple G, but he told the truth. That's not a real belt, man. Yeah. But if it's not, hold on. But let me say, it's not a real belt.
I was gonna say, run it real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's not a real belt, as we noticed, right? Then you got to take away all those title defenses that he gave Triple G when you was crediting him for being the middleweight champion, right? So Dan Raphael just ethered Triple G as not having all those title defenses. So this whole narrative, but he told the truth basically about Canelo Alvarez fighting for a fake belt. That's a fake belt. It's not a real belt. And then people want to give this dude credit for fighting for a belt that's not even real. The WBA regular belt is a fake belt. It's a phony belt. The only thing it is, though, for the WBA regular belt is there because your job is to fight the mandatories for the WBA super title. For real, the WBA super title only gets a mandatory every 18 months. So, but who thinks that they're going to force Canelo to fight that mandatory if it's a real threat? Canelo will fight that dude if he thinks that he can destroy that dude. If it's a real threat, hell no, he ain't going to fight that dude, man.
The WBA regular was the piece of paper to say that technically he was a champion in 3 weight classes. He's not. I mean, dude, I will say this. If he fights Callum Smith, I will give him credit for that because Callum Smith is one of the top super middleweights. And I think Callum Smith would fucking knock Canelo out. But I don't know if he's going to fight him. But if he does, man, I got to give Canelo credit, but I don't see it.
Hey, and I got a question for everybody.
I'm back. What was your question, Roughhouse?
I was gonna say, man, and this is the hypothetical game, man. What if Triple G does go along with the mandate from the who's it, WBC, and he does fight Charlo? Is that a pay-per-view fight?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, it's a pay-per-view.
Money. Even though we know, but you got to know, Canelo Triple G is a known commodity over here in America.
Yep,
he's a known commodity, and this won't be his first pay-per-view. He done fought on pay-per-view before Canelo. So yeah, this is definitely a pay-per-view fight.
I like that fight.
I just wanted to hear from the panel.
Did you say? Hold on. You said Triple G fought Charlo?
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Al Heyman will make it a pay-per-view fight. That's what he wants. They want Triple G to fight Jamal Charlo. They would love to make that a pay-per-view fight. But one of the reasons why I told people that Triple G, I never believed Triple G would sign with PBC is because he don't want that pressure to have to fight Jamal Charlo. The same reason why Canelo Alvarez was never going to Showtime. They don't want to be pressured into fighting them killers, man. I just gotta tell you this right now, man. And if Canelo would have signed with Showtime, Triple G would have signed with Showtime, and so would Danny Jacobs. Was like, hey man, that's where all the fights at. So, but they went to the zone because it's safer over there. As you know, the Demetrius Andrade not gonna be forced to fight nobody over there. So, and neither is Canelo or neither is Triple G. Triple G just want to come over here, wait his turn. When he gets the opportunity, when Canelo Alvarez says you may fight me now, then he'll do that, and then that'll be his very last fight.
Yeah,
Jamal Charlo, man.
Real talk.
They don't want that smoke.
Them boys, they all about that nicotine patch life. They are anti-smoke.
We want all the smoke down here in Texas. All the smoke. Hey, and shout out to that boy Greg Corbin because he gonna want all the smoke pretty soon in that heavyweight division. We want all the smoke.
That's what's up.
Tell him to work his way up in the IBF for the WBA rankings, man. Just in case AJ Wilder thing don't work out in the next year or two. We hope we can get up there quick. We need somebody to knock the snot out of AJ, man. Tired of this dude, man.
I swear. And that's the ranking I think that's where he ranked at. Let me go look. And see if Greg Corbin is he in the top 15 yet?
Yeah, hey, and talking about that money, that 28 million offer, Callie was touching on that, man, earlier. But yeah, there is not enough money, especially not coming from Matchroom, for them to be able to make that offer to Deontay Wilder. Bro, you know how many pay-per-views they would have to sell in the UK?
Yeah. I think that's a bluff.
Bro, they would have to sell like 2.3, 2.4 million pay-per-views.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
They'd have to sell more than that, man.
And then sell out
Wembley. You forget. No, even selling out Wembley and 2.4 not gonna do that. In order to get something like that, they're gonna need like 6-7 million pay-per-view fights.
Okay.
It's $25 a pop, man. They just it ain't there for them. It ain't there for them because we always gotta admit the network is gonna get half of that revenue for the first sort of started right away. The revenue gonna get half of that TV money. So that's gonna kill, and then you got to try to split that up. And then the gate is just not that big, man. The gate is just not that big. So, and then when you still got to die, you still got to pay off a whole bunch of people, man. The Wembley, they got to get paid too. Yep. So everybody forget about that. They got to get paid. Energy people got to get paid, man. Sponsors, all these different people and stuff like that. There's so many hands they got to be greased that it takes an exuberant amount of money in order to give somebody $28 million, man. And they just don't have it, man. They don't have it.
Real talk. And without DAZN coming out their pocket, bro, ain't no way that's gonna happen. And that brings me back to the point I made earlier. So what happened to DAZN? I mean, to Eddie Hearn's DAZN steroid infused financial muscles in this $1 billion deal that he had, and he can't win a purse bid. This dude can't secure the biggest fight in heavyweight, you know what I'm saying, in heavyweight boxing today, which is probably the biggest fight period across the board. But he can't even secure that. So what was the purpose of this deal? And you know what I'm saying? And where are we seeing the effects of this big money deal that Matchroom signed with DAZN? Because I'm not seeing it.
Man, to be honest with you, I don't think the $1 billion was ever. To be honest, I think it was like spread throughout some years. The same, right. And I think it was not the money to Matchroom or the money to Eddie Hearn. I think the money was for fighters, for purse bids, and for it. It was basically he had $1 billion budget,
right?
And it was spread throughout a number of years because it was probably about 10 years. So you got $100 million per year for these fights. So, and you got to think about it. You got to put together the cards. You got to do promotion. You got to pay these. You got to pay these fighters. You got to pay even the undercard fighters. You still got to pay, and you got to pay the main fighters in these cards. And you still got to get the events. It's so much money that you're spending, and you're not making too much of nothing because it's getting streamed. So really, the only money that you're making is from the venues.
Yeah, the gate.
He threw that $2 billion out there to flex, but it wasn't really. It's like you said, like it was spread out. He was only getting like a quarterly like budget, and it was that they were, dude. If they were to give Eddie Hearn $2 billion, they'd have been out of their fucking minds. Like I don't know, man. This thing is glowing. It's going down, man. It's tanking, in my opinion.
Eddie Hearn gonna end that app. That app is gonna be a straight MMA Bellator app by the time. By the time 2020 come, because Golden Boy gonna lose that too, because the majority of Canelo fans are the Hispanic market. The Hispanic market ain't buying no app. And I'm just being 100% real with you. Most of the Hispanics I know don't even know nothing about DAZN. And then a few I do know that know about DAZN, they stream. They will stream the hell out that fight.
Nobody does. Every casual boxing fan that I'm friends with was asking me, like, do you know anything about this DAZN? They're like, what the hell is this? And I was like, dude, I didn't even know what to tell them. I was like, just don't get it. It sucks. Like,
I'm not even mad at you for because it's a waste of time. Because and the reason I say that, I know people gonna tell me, well, why are you shitting on DAZN? For the simple fact that they're not giving no good boxing. If they had, if they gave at least some decent fights, it might I might tell you to go get that. But they haven't put nothing on that's really worth watching, man.
Nothing. I can't think of one good DAZN card that I
can think of one good DAZN fight that was on a card.
Yeah,
that was Clarissa Shields. That's it. That was one fight.
Yeah. You didn't like Josh Taylor and Ryan Martin?
No. I forgot the World Boxing Super Series.
Yeah, I was about to say, but that's not a it's DAZN, but that's not an Eddie Hearn's.
Technically, it's barely DAZN.
Yeah,
it's barely DAZN, because if Fox wanted to get involved with it, Fox can go put up more money and probably take this, because right now they having issues with funds. Fox can go in and grab that World Boxing Super Series and put it on Fox right now. And then some of the fights that was on the World Boxing Super Series was on ESPN Plus. So it's not completely its own. So I'm not even going to say it's all the way its own.
I like watching Anthony Sims Jr. fight.
Yes, sir. I like that dude.
Yeah, I like to watch him fight, but I'm talking about as far as his own boxing cards. They complete cards.
The World Boxing Super Series, though, I heard that it wasn't making no money. That's why it's in danger of going away.
No, it's not the fact that it wasn't making no money. On the article that I read that Boxing Scene put up, the World Boxing News put up, is that the investors, they haven't got all the money for the investors yet. Is that they had a few other investors that put up money, and they in the last few fights they've been having to go back to those same investors that put up money. The ones that already promised to pay haven't paid a cent. Some that haven't promised to pay hasn't paid a cent, so they weren't able to pay some of the bonuses to the fighters.
Right. To be honest with you, they should have did something. They should have put this damn thing together in the States, man, and then and had it here, and then had more Americans in it, and that would have attracted people to it. You know what I'm saying? You do that, and you build up dudes' names and stuff like that. But that's the mistake. That's one of the mistakes that they made. Should have had this thing in the States, but they're trying to put it in some neutral territory. But you're putting it on in a time where They put it on the zone, hoping that Americans that's going to attract Americans to that platform. It's like y'all really don't know boxing not that big here in America, man. That's not going to attract people because the first thing, there's not hardly no Americans in it. And I'm sorry, but here in America, and just like it would be in most of the country, the UK they could watch all Americans fight, but we know casual fans don't care about a fight card that has all UK dudes on it or some bunch of Russian dudes on it. They're not going to watch, man. They just tune that out. So I mean, that's the mistake that they made. The Zone snatched it off YouTube. YouTube was the best place to keep it. At least we could watch it there. The people that wanted to tune it in, you guys cut down the viewership of it by throwing it on that stupid app. And that was one of those, but they looked at it as an opportunity to make money. But it's like, you guys got to understand. Like, I could have told you, the Zone, I said, man, don't even waste your time getting that, man. They trying to fill their app with as much content as possible. I said, you keep putting all this boxing content on there. Now they turned to the Dillian White, Derek Chisora fight. That would have been the best fight on that app. Dillian White, Derek Chisora, or at least one of the better fights on that app. They turned that down because they're looking for bigger fights now. But it's like now they're hoping that I guess I'll listen to Blue Bud. I guess he does have. I met one of the guys that he talks to that works for the Zone, and so I have an idea who he's getting this information from. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. Yeah, the Zone, they do want they want them to go back and offer the Charlos buco bucks to try to get them over there. I don't know if the Charlos gonna do that because I think the Charlos did that. I mean, I know for a fact that they want to be their own promoter and want to do their own thing. They're starting to get a lot of backing.
I know that they want to. No, I know that they want to. The Charlos had already signed the paperwork and they went and they paid all their money. They went to the courthouse and got everything finalized. They promoted.
Right. But this is the point I was trying to make is like, I don't think they're ready to lose exposure on the Zone, man. The Zone is not an appealing app. It was more appealing a couple of months ago, but as time has gone on, I think it's becoming less attractive as an option, in my opinion, because the viewers aren't there, man. I don't care if the Canelo's over there or not. The viewership isn't there. No one's seeing you on that app. Whereas they're gonna get a chance to be on Fox, where people are gonna see them, and they're gonna get a chance to grow their brand. I think going over there and stagnating your growth is a mistake. I mean, even if you have to take a little bit of a pay cut short term, the long term gain is worth the short term payout in order to make more money long term. So even if they give you what you want, you know what I mean? You're still limiting yourself and capping yourself, and the Charlos are going to be on pay-per-view in the future. So I just can't see them doing that, man. I don't know why they would even. I can't see them hurting, stunning the growth of themselves like that. I think they're too smart. And a lot of these guys are loyal to Al Haymon, but it's not even about being loyal to Al Haymon in this situation. When you have talent like the Charlos, it makes no sense for you to go to some app where no one's going to see you in order to get a short time back. To me, the Zone is for someone like a Tevin Farmer who doesn't have very many options or very many opportunities to make the kind of money that he's making. It's for guys like that. For actual stars, go ahead.
Like fighters like Maurice Hooker and Tevin Farmer.
Right.
Hey, well, once again, I'm gonna say this, bro. It depends on the bag. Because once again, Floyd Mayweather is getting ready to fight a Japanese kickboxer in booty shorts covered in baby oil in some millionaire's basement.
Yikes.
You know what I'm saying? For $30 million.
Well,
So
they're gonna offer. They're not
it
gonna offer
depends
a
on the bag. And
like
especially
that.
the Charlos, and I guarantee you, man, the Charlos will be smart enough to be like, okay, hey, it's a one-fight deal. Throw the bag at us. You know what I'm saying? It better be a big bag, but throw the bag at us for a one-fight deal. And they can go and do they one fight on the Zone. You know, the numbers may not be there, but the bag is gonna be there, and they still can come back and do their thing.
They don't want to offer them one fight. They want to sign a multi-fight deal.
I'm not doing.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
I'm not doing no one fight deal with the Zone when I'm one fight away from being a pay-per-view fighter. That'll be useless.
What if that one fight was against Canelo?
That for one fight, that one fight probably ain't gonna be against Canelo, man.
No,
So, but here's the thing.
but
Here's the thing,
here's the
though.
I'm
thing.
If
saying,
you hold on, let me say this though. Let me say this. Why they're not gonna do that?
I'm
So
saying,
why
but
would you do that? Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Ruff. No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. They're not gonna do that because with the interim status, they get 50. He gets 50-50 if it goes to purse bid. So he's not gonna do that and end up the same money as Canelo by more than likely getting that fight and winning the purse bid and getting that fight on pay-per-view. So I don't see that happening, man. I just don't see that happen. I know the zone need anything, man, because they're in dire straits right now, man. I mean, I tell you, when the zone came over, man, they just came over like we just want any content. It's like I wouldn't even came over here unless I would have knew what I was getting into. The people they just came over here just assuming because they were successful in other countries. Most countries, soccer is the number one sport. Here we have basketball, baseball, football, hockey, NASCAR, and then college football, college basketball, and a whole other multitude of sports and stuff. And you're not going to be able to get all of that, man, when you got these other established networks and stuff like that where it's already proven. Your app isn't proven. People are going to be scared to take a chance with your app when you're not proven here in the United States of America. When I know I can go on ESPN, which is proven, Fox, which is proven, you know what I'm saying? CBS, which is proven, NBC, proven. All these are proven commodities where you're not. So I'm sorry. Man, I keep trying to find success for the zone. People say, well, the zone. I understand. At first, I was saying, well, maybe the zone can get this and that, but I just don't see why with the NFL, why with the NBA, why with Major League Baseball, NHL, college football, college basketball, which are all on free TV. Why would they want to get off that to jump on the app?
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. I mean, the only sport that they really can't get at like that is boxing. You know what I'm saying?
But how?
Because it's so low on the totem pole in terms of fanship and viewership here in the United States. NASCAR isn't coming off of there. You know what I'm saying? Because they got an established base. Like you said, NFL isn't coming off of what they got, man, because the viewership, the sponsorship money that they get already is astronomical. They're not coming off of that. You know, the NBA, same, the MLB, the same, the NHL, the same. Boxing is probably the only sport next to Bellator, that DAZN could get at and possibly, get them to come over to their side because of boxing's ranking and their stance as far as major sports and viewership here in the United States.
Right. I get what you're saying. But
503 just hopped on, man.
Yeah, no, I was just for the highlight, my bro. That's one hand for the Houston Hard Hitters, my brother. Hey, 503, man. Speak your piece because we're getting ready to get off because 78 get on in 15 minutes. You know you came on late. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and cook real quick before I get everybody last comments.
Yeah, which I was talking about though.
Man, everything right now, it's Charlo week, so you got them going on. You got the WBC done call out. The WBC done called for a mandatory of Charlo, Jamal Charlo and Triple G after this fight this Saturday. You got the zone, and they declined to take the Dillian White Chisora fight, so they're gonna have to show that fight on Showtime over here in the States.
Right.
So that's a blow to the heart for Eddie Hearn. Like it's a lot of stuff going on right now, man. And then we still got this fight this weekend.
Yeah, man. Well, I dropped my breakdown video of Tony Harrison and Charlo, man. But I want to talk about Jamal Charlo and Matt Carball, man. I ain't really get to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So, Hitman Charlo, man, this fight right here is gonna really show how good he is and how well balanced he is on the fly. You know what I'm saying? He already done set it on Fight Hype. You know what I'm saying? Because he was out giving our toys away at schools and stuff in the city. I think that was yesterday. And he said he knocking his fight, so he come to make a statement in this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I got him going. for the knockout, man. I think he can get dude out of there probably by the eighth or ninth round, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And this is just gonna show how good he is because he didn't prepare for a guy like Matt Korobov, for a slick Russian cat, southpaw Russian with a good amateur background, and he was preparing for a slick boxing Willie Monroe. So it's gonna be a good fight, man. And I think the WBC. I'm proud of what the WBC is doing. Shit, Triple G gonna have to step up, man. I'm tired of Abel Sanchez running his goddamn mouth,
Unable
saying
Sanchez.
saying all that bitch ass shit about black fighters. They don't sell. Well, motherfuckers, Deontay Wilder just did over three homes, and he sold pay-per-view in the UK. You hoe ass nigga. So how long you gonna use that excuse for? You was the first dude coming out here saying you'll fight anybody from 154 to 168. You didn't fight Ward. You know what I'm saying? You ran from all the smoke at 154. Now you saying you don't want to fight Charlo. But only way you gonna fight Charlo, that's the only way you gonna be able to get through Canelo. So you have to go through Charlo. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that the WBC, if they don't take this fight, I hope they drop Triple G from the fucking rankings and mandate Charlo versus Canelo in May or September. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of these. I've been getting so much fucking hate. That's what I put in my in the chat earlier. I've been getting so much hate from all these Hispanic dudes, all these Mexicans, saying that Canelo not fighting prime black fighters. Motherfucker, he ain't. He ain't fighting no prime black dudes, man. Laura and Trout are out of their prime. When he fought them, they was out of their prime. Especially Laura, because we don't even know how old Laura is. You know what I'm saying?
Really
So at the end of the day, man, you fight a dude like Charlo, Daniel Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade, Canelo. But until then, your resume is flawed in my opinion. You got over 50 fights, and
You broke up on him. Last thing we heard you say is you got over 50 fights. You there?
The
Hello?
rapture.
Yeah, I swear. The rapture, it didn't really hit today, though.
Man, what I be picturing is people like be walking with the phone in their hand and they don't see like a step on the ground. They got to get over the step and they just fall and the phone fall out of their hand or something. That's what I be thinking. Yeah, something in a pothole or something like that. What you see on the street, but in the car stuff.
Hey, you get your signal back 503? Can you hear us? I don't know if he can even hear us right now.
503, come towards the light.
Bro. Oh, no. Hey, PK, go to give your last thoughts, man. Last word.
Hey, Mac, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. Shout out and salute to everybody on the panel. Rough House, Cali, Battle Rifle, 503. Fula, man, everyone, I really appreciate y'all having me on. Great to talk to y'all. Good to cook on the Charlos, man. Looking forward to this, man. I foresee a couple of knockouts. I might do some breakdown videos, but I like both of these fights, man. Especially the late replacement with Korobov. It's the same old shit with Canelo and Triple G. I want to see one of these guys fight Charlo, and I actually like Charlo versus Triple G. But man, once again, thanks for having me on. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, and y'all have a good evening, man. I'm out of here.
All right, bro. Okay. Hey, go ahead and shoot, Fula. Fula Sports. You muted, bro. I guess you go ahead, Battle Rifle.
Oh, it was good to chop it up with you guys. I'm sorry, I haven't been in that many with Rough House, but I had subscribed to your channel a while ago.
Appreciate it, bro.
Cali Enigma 503, Stay Ready, and then you got PK Boxing and MMA and Fula Sports. And I really think show some guys up if you haven't already. You get some new subscribers in the or some new viewers in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe. Just stay ready.
Hold on, Jamal Charlo. Hey, Jamal. Jamel Charlo is at the Brooklyn Nets. Showing him right now. Jamel Charlo's there. I'm looking at Jamel Charlo at the Brooklyn Nets game.
Damn.
Okay, just say, brother.
So they in New York chilling right now.
Yep.
Yeah, they're fighting in Brooklyn there in Barclays on Saturday. But yeah, they showing him. They showing Jamel Charlo. Hopefully they interview him.
Okay, yeah, I hope they do get a good interview. That's bringing them a whole new fan base right now.
Yep.
Good deal, Mayor. Get that.
They're playing the Lakers. The Nets are playing the Lakers not right now, man. That's huge.
Hell yeah, that's major.
Yeah,
that's major. So, man, get that in. Let's get that in. Hey, go ahead. Fuller, are you there? Fuller. I guess not. Go ahead, Rough House.
That's what's up, man. Hey, as always, man, I love rocking with the homies. Stay ready, man. Hey, if y'all haven't done it already, you haven't subscribed to him, man, shame on you. Y'all need to go ahead and subscribe to Stay Ready Boxing and jab that like button on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to the whole panel. Cali Enigma, always putting it down. PK Boxing, Battle Rifle, Fool of Sports, 503, man. We hope you make it out of the rapture. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to think who else was on the panel.
PB Sports.
PB Sports. Hey, subscribe to all these brothers on the panel. Hey, if y'all like that good boxing talk, breakdowns, predictions, updates, and all of that, make sure you stop by the house. Rough House Boxing. I am that boy Box. Just remember to wipe your feet, close the door behind you. That's what's up.
All right, Kelly, go ahead and close us out.
All right, man. This is it, man. I just want to say thanks to everybody for listening in the chat room. Thanks for Stay Ready Boxing, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to him if you haven't subscribed to him, man. It's a real true stand-up dude, man. Shout out to the Charlo brothers, man. Getting your name recognized in the big game. Brooklyn and New York versus LA. That's good. There's a lot of people watching this game right now. So you know what I mean? We just watch him, not Jamal, but LeBron James shooting free throws like Shaq. He really is right now, man. But you know what I mean? This is good. This is good. This is good for Jamel Charlo and Jamal Charlo. Get out there, let people see you, man. You know what I mean? To be seen in a big market like this, you know what I mean? I want both of them brothers to get out there, talk more. They talk enough, but get out there, man. Get your exposure, man. Make yourselves bigger, man. I want all these brothers. I want all these brothers out there. You know what I mean? The brothers got to work so hard, got to catch so much flack. Even when they don't talk, even when they're good dudes, man, they got to catch a lot of flack. You don't really hear too much stuff going on with Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence Jr., man, or Sean Porter. Keith, you don't see them brothers really getting into trouble, man. But it don't matter. They catch hell just like they do get in trouble, man. Whether it's Andre Ward, all them dudes, man. So you know what? We do, regardless, even if we're frustrated with someone like Keith Thurman, we need to support them dudes, man. You know what I mean? Just like every other race that supports their own, man. I really believe this too, man. We got to get behind these dudes because everybody else gets a pass for doing that I'm trying to keep it clean, that messed up stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's true. Everybody know what I'm saying is true. So let's just continue to support these brothers. Yeah, I understand we want the best to fight the best. But we know we should make sure that nobody on our side, none of the black fighters catch as much flack as everybody else. If they catching a bunch of flack from other people, then we got to make sure that their guys catch the same flack for doing more, messed up stuff than our guys do. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, once again, subscribe to Stay Ready Boxing, subscribe to Full of Sports, subscribe to Rough House Boxing, Battle Rifle, you know what I'm saying? And 503. And the rest of the LDBC, man. Salute, man. Make sure you guys do that.
Yeah, squad business, man. Salute to the almighty LDBC, Lions Den boxing community. Man, I appreciate everybody that came and participated and, enjoyed the good boxing conversation because today was actually good boxing and basketball conversation, man. So salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that came and joined the panel. If you haven't subscribed to any of these guys on the panel, make sure you go subscribe to 503 Line, the CB Sports TV. You go subscribe to Battle Rifle whenever he decides to make a page. Go subscribe to Fool of Sports. Go subscribe to Rough House Boxing and go subscribe to my brother Cali the Enigma. Man, I appreciate y'all for coming on the channel, man. I always appreciate talking boxing with you guys. Man, if you haven't, make sure you smash that like button in this hole. Smash the like button. I ain't gonna get like K Hove and the Black Fight fan, but I just need y'all to smash that like button because it helps with the visibility of the show. Man, I need y'all to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification button and be a part of the notification gang in this thing, and get that notification when I drop new content and when I go live with my boys. Man, I appreciate everybody for coming through. What's up with it, Jay Good? Appreciate you for coming through as well, man. And y'all already know what time it is. If you don't know it, I'm rooting for these Charlo boys, and they gonna pull it out this weekend. Even though Battle Rifle got Tony Harrison winning, but he gonna have a lot of crow to eat this Sunday morning, because I'm going live first thing I wake up Sunday morning, and I got to get him on here because he got
Stay ready. I gotta say this to you though. Stay ready. I gotta say this. He said he want all the smoke from me, bro. He just told me to tell you that. He want all the smoke.
Who you say want all the smoke?
Battle Rifle said he want all the smoke with you, bro. He said he just want to let you all the smoke. He said, man, Tony Harrison gonna get it.
I'm rolling up right now, so I'm gonna enjoy all the smoke. So but yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through. Man, y'all already know what it is. And you ain't got to get ready. What's up?
So when you go live after the fight, just make sure you got a link for him to go so you have that play the crow for him.
Hey, the odd fella already said he got the Sweet Baby Rays for him to put on the crow. So it's gonna be extra delicious for you. You gonna eat some good crow. You know what I'm saying? So we got it for him. We gonna season it real nice for you.
That's the Houston style? That Houston style barbecue crow?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real nice and smoked. It's gonna be real nice and smoked. But yeah, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go over to 78 Sports TV channel, man. He's getting ready to go live. And I'm gonna go ahead and end right now at 7 o'clock, man. It's Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV. You ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready. 1.
Peace.
Gone.